Got the field, fuck Russell. Going as L'Oreal about the paddock and going as Jordan as dead. For leak water, trying to drown a bitch. It's a habit tricking on a bitch. Shit, I'm thinking I'm crippin' a pimp. Shit, I'm cooking up dope like a dump. Shit, like Herfer's gon' sit nigga trim. Shit, I'm floating, I'm out in the blimp. Shit, it look like I'm swimming in glass. Shit, I turn on my bitch cause she bad. Shit, I'm making my ex nigga mad. Shit, they go for that chemical man. Real nigga learn up, in the bag. Piping a bitch and they nail like I can. Turn up the shooters with switches go bad. Stay with some scammers, but no one's for pain. Trapping no rapping, my dog, he fall off. No capping, no bound.
What it do, what it do. I go by the name of BRWE, representing that self-made hustle TV, where the hustle has to be in you, not on you. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. Make sure y'all like and share and subscribe. You get this jam in real fast.
Tryna make $1 out of 15 cents. How come when I was young it wasn't brown now? Tryna make $1 out of 15 cents. How come when I was young it wasn't brown now? Tryna make $1 out of 15 cents. How come when I was young it wasn't brown now? Tryna make $1 out of 15 cents. See, it's a fucked up life that I'm living in. Hit that slang cola cause I didn't have no dividends. My baby mama's stressing, she don't want me to slang dope. The devil's trying to kill me, which way should I go? Now I'm on the corner taking penitentiary chances. Even though there's marks on my turf that can't stand me. Think to myself, one, should I leave? Two, say fuck them and continue hit my weed. I guess I'm a G about my schooler cause they dash it. Fools know the P is quick to load them in the casket. The game got me stressing, but the P gon' stress out. Even though the task just ready the nigga's house. Took a loss in the game, tryna bubble up. Find a P deep in the grind, slinging the dope fiends, double ups. And pretty soon I'll be back to a whole thing. And if I had to do it again, I'd probably do the same thing. Tryna make $1 out of 15 cents. How come when I was young it wasn't brown now? Tryna make $1 out of 15 cents. How come when I was young it wasn't brown now? Man, it ain't nothing but a thing to let your nuts.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit, my bad, y'all. My bad, my bad.
I know it beat like I don't know my block. Niggas must be on the sale while another on the show stop. It won't stop and it won't quit. Tell me another quick way for a nigga to check a grip. Shit.
I'm kinda in a rush. It's kinda like a must to get something God we trust.
Being broke sure ain't no joke. Cause I barely got enough money to buy me a whole lot. And niggas be spending money like records. So I moved from Mike Chester to Jabot pocket checker. Cause unless a niggas out there singing shoot or playing hoops,
he ain't gonna never see no
size or no quick loot.
Take house spin and the Drake outside.
So I got to have more in my pocket than a nickel and a dime, bitch. Tryna make $1 out of 15 cents. How come when I was young it wasn't brown now? fronts in my mouth, hella dope and got my bags tight. Bitches on my dick cause they know the P-rags are tight. But I ain't tripping off no hoochies with no little skirt. I'd rather be on no turf, putting in work and caught up in some dirt. Cause I'm the ice cream man, dropping off hella low vanilla, strawberry, cherry. Bitch, I even got rock and roll. Take your pick. I know you dope fiends wanna lick, but that's gonna cost you 20 bones. Case you hoes wanna hit. I love you, you love me, but this ice cream don't go for free. It's a 10, 20, 50, $100 sack of cone. And if you ain't spending, bring your broke ass home. Go ones on my vehicle.
Move, look at City though.
10 for 20, that's plenty.
Meet me at the liquor store.
Credit,
but you know I can't pay you.
When you get your cash together, call
Get me on my page.
I'm stressing off the game. I barely get sleep. I just had to burn my little partner last week. In and out of Alice getting chased by the 5-0.
I gotta get my hustle on my way. Hustle 5-0.
And if I get caught, I got played. But I ain't
going out without two stones in the head.
I came when I was young, it wasn't ground now. Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. I came when I was young, it wasn't ground now. Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. I came when I was young, it wasn't ground now. Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. I came when I was young, it wasn't ground now. Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. I came when I was young, it wasn't ground now. Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Got candy, the ice cream man. Holding them things in my hand, cause I'm the ice cream man.
Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Hey, salute, y'all, salute. We gonna get into the Diddy, but first we gonna do a reaction video to the Island Boys fighting each other. Yeah, I think we should do a reaction to these. These niggas is funny. Had a nigga laughing like a motherfucker. Shout out to let me get this shit queued up real fast. Them niggas so broke.
That's gonna be a good one, I think. Great fight.
Look,
all right, here we go.
Look, these niggas so broke. These niggas are so broke that they willing to get in the ring and fight each other for some money, and they brothers. Boy, that show you that money is the root to all evil, fool. It's the root to all evil because you willing to get in there and fight your own brother for some cash. You can't be that broke, bro. Like, you know? We gonna get into this real fast. Let me make sure I shout this person out first. Let me get their shit so I can shout them out the right way. For let me use this good content. So let me shout them out real fast. Make sure y'all subscribe to Alex the Cobra. Alex the Cobra all together. He let me use this good content, man. Then we gonna get into the Diddy shit after this, man. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat and on the community wall if anybody want to join.
Go, guys. So who the fuck do we even go for? Who's the one with the baby? Red or Soldier? I think Red. Tell them this can't be real. What the fuck? Which one came out first? Which one came out the womb first?
Which one came out the closet first?
Oh yeah, Charleston White is the broadcast in the fight. Ain't that something? Charleston White broadcasting this fight.
What if they just start like making out? Man, I'm jumping in the ring and fight both of them. Yeah, and the referee too. I might fight the ref for letting it go on.
Hey, let me ask you this: how much did they get paid for this?
I don't know. I don't do the money shit.
When are you ready? Hell,
bro, what the fuck are we watching, bro? Are they even gonna try out? There's I know you better fight me like that. Wait, hold on. They playing. They playing. This some bullshit. Nah. Wait, I know he better fight me like that. What would you do? Uppercut him. He better run in fight me like that. Let him go. Let him go. Come on, bro.
They said funny as hell.
Justin
no, he better not fight me like that.
They're actually trying, bro. Oh my god, they're actually trying. Wait, oh my god. Wait, why didn't mad? Oh, they trying. A lot of sexual tension, bro. Holy fuck.
They fight like two girls.
Yeah!
They fight like two girls. They ain't trying shit.
that pity pat shit. Oh my God. Say, throw the towel in. Say, throw the towel in. Throw the towel in. They fight like two girls. Yeah, they fight like two girls. Man, I'm gonna beat the shit out there, boy. You better not fight.
Nah, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Bro.
Hey, get some bullshit.
That's the white crazy.
Get some bullshit.
Imagine getting punched in the face with Harry.
Charleston, you gonna fuck him up or
Say,
what?
one of y'all get disqualified. That's how we know y'all sin. Say, one of y'all get disqualified.
Bro. Oh, hell no.
Oh, he's dead.
Nah, this is some bullshit. Unk's right.
It's a bullshit.
This is porn acting. This is a porn acting. Talk shit, Unk.
Hey, this shit good.
You like it?
I think they're trying, bro.
Are they actually trying?
Chat, what do y'all think?
Well, y'all don't know. We
It
watching.
was actually walking.
We
Yeah, no
are
problem.
watching.
You know what's up? I give it to you.
We're watching the Island Boys. The two brothers fight each other for some money.
Are you mad at them now?
Nah, hell no. I hate them even more.
Are you mad at me?
Yeah, I love you. Yeah, I love you.
Good. I would have walked past in the damn face.
Oh! Yeah, I know. I'm gonna sue you for that chick. You got a big motherfucker too, bro. I would have took. Yeah. Your hands
That
is
nigga talking
illegal to punch at a civilian.
How do you know
talking
that?
about.
Oh, the law? She is the law.
It's illegal for any civilian to punch at a civilian.
You lying to me? Not no motherfucker with no trained professional hand, motherfucker. All right. I want to see a knockout here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Hey, shit! Bro, Neil, why does everyone hate them?
I mean, look at
Oh,
They're not likable people.
oh,
Charleston, you don't like
Oh.
them at all.
Oh.
I used to like them till I kissed. Charleston, I think they got fucked in the butt by each other too. Man, shit. Just some shit.
nigga say shit. That's some shit.
Bro.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Anything for some clout, right?
Oh my God.
Oh! Talk shit.
This is so satisfying, oh God.
Hey, you gotta bring them back.
Well, Charleston's gonna fight him next.
Oh,
Chat, you hype for that? Put a W in the chat. You gotta come for this, brother. Brother, you'll come if he fights him?
yeah. Yeah.
Fight! Boo! Boo! Oh, they're gas, bro. Oh, he's gonna suck his dick.
Oh my God.
You guys are cruel.
Says you.
Yeah, this is
Says you.
This is cyberbullying, guys. You
This is
can't say
crazy.
that shit. This is bullshit. There you go. Try to hurt him. That's your brother. Try to hurt him. Neon, I think you could actually beat one of them. You will actually fight him?
On my life. See
You'll
this
box him?
so long.
You'll do it? On God?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Bet.
Say, one of y'all uncles, baby.
That nigga say y'all uncles, baby.
All right, chat. Neon and the Island Boy.
Yeah, man, I'm talking about, yeah.
Neon's gonna fight the other one. You fight the other one. Huh?
Tag team, yeah. Keep that
We gotta-
motherfucking ass.
Oh, chat, we selling tickets. Tickets.
Motherfucker.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna commentate that shit.
Please.
Yeah, you gotta pull up, T.O.
If you do shit, I'm gonna talk shit.
You need to. I ain't losing to no motherfucker named Island Boy. I'm that man with tattoos.
I'm talking Rolly. Oh, because I made a mistake. I'm sorry, Rolly. Wait,
He's
so
talking about one of the.
If Rolly hits me, we can sue him.
Like a motherfucker.
And good money too?
Yeah. Man, you know how many Mike Tyson done had to pay out? Shannon Briggs done had to pay out. Niggas, a whole bunch of them boxing niggas had to pay. Shit, hell yeah. Matter of fact, antagonize him. Make him hit you. Yeah, make him mad before he go to swinging on you.
Come on.
I love
Man, don't let him chomp you like that. Nah, how about don't let him we'll jump that motherfucker nephew. You man, don't let him man. You ain't gonna pump my nephew.
Homo or no homo?
None. like my brother right here. This is my brother Rolly. Rolly, look at that punk over there.
Can we say punk on here?
Yeah, say whatever you want.
Bro, the crowd is on their feet, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Look.
These skinny fucks know how to sell, bro.
They know what they're doing.
They do.
Yeah.
And you know what you're doing too, you motherfucker.
The niggas got the win.
Okay,
They
here we go.
breathing hard, but not
Round
breathing
3 for the
hard.
entertainment on brand risk. Oh! Again! Punch him again!
What else about a
I'll
fall?
talk shit, they can hear you. Fuck.
Man, come on, Oblivion and Slim. Yeah, we want to see them boy. Yeah. Bro, this is South Porn. I keep telling you that. Boy, they better not. Man, I'm gonna uppercut him every time he lay his head down.
Bro,
I
fight,
can't wait to
bro.
see you fight, Charleston.
I can't wait either. Yeah, I can't wait. We've been whispering. Oh, look at that. He better not swing at me like this.
Can I be your water boy?
Yeah, you sure can.
You're gonna
I'll
fight,
be
bro.
your water boy.
Okay, bet. We'll do it for each other.
Yeah, we do it for each
Oh,
other.
I love that.
Chat, don't let Neon back out. Put up into the chat, you want to see it. Neon, on God, you'll
Hey,
see
you
it.
know what? Fuck it, bro. I'll train Neon and I'll train you.
Oh, God. Yeah.
That's free.
Neon, I'll train you.
Oh, he's tight. Look at him. He's tight.
Oh,
We're doing the haymakers.
we about to knock that nigga out.
I can't, bro.
Hey, two sisters should be
Two
fighting.
sisters should not be fighting each other. Y'all stop this right now, girls. This is not ladylike. Y'all stop it now.
Yo, even his team's laughing at him. Charleston's a W.
Hey!
Oh, he bleeding.
He's
Oh, he's
bleeding.
bleeding.
Oh, make him bleed some more. Make him tell mom.
I'm not glad. That dude don't give a fuck.
They're the same mom, Unk.
I know. They got different daddies. One, the uncle and the daddy fucked the same day. One of them got an uncle daddy.
I
10
tell you,
seconds.
I never met anyone that could see by anal sex on that
Say,
GG.
GG's. Chat, what do we think about that fight?
That wasn't bad, bro.
they're still going. Let them keep going. Let them keep going.
Hey, man, hey, I ain't gonna lie, that was a good fight.
This is some bullshit.
Unk, hey, let Unk get in there with them. Unk, get in there.
Okay.
Hey, after you're done interviewing them, bring him up. Wait, first.
Yo, he loved this shit, bro.
I need you to face off, Unk.
Oh, you're so happy, bro.
You can't. He loves this shit.
He's- Hey, man.
Hey, go do that face off, Unk.
He just
No, he's gonna do it after.
What's the Wi-Fi password?
He's gonna. I got you right now. Hey, he's gonna go up there in like 2 minutes.
Warehouse.
Yeah.
That was better than I expected. Chat, what y'all boys thinking?
Password warehouse, and then the password is.
You got faded.
Yeah, I'll read it for you. Aiden Ross 10. Yeah, I got you.
Make sure y'all double tapping the screen for me, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to work.
Oh
You
shit!
hungry? What are you in the mood for?
Nah, after this, I'm gonna go and go back and knock out. I'm gonna work some movies.
Oh, okay. Oh, to your crib.
Yeah.
Cause you got one more fight. Yeah, I got you. What?
I got
Oh yeah. I don't know why I did that. Hold on.
I'm excited for this. Fuck, it's hot in here. Holy shit, bro. I'm burning.
I know.
I'm burning, Aiden. I'm
I
fucking
think I
burning.
feel.
Fuck.
I mean, I think the knockdown can make the difference. I think he got the knockdown.
Yeah. How do you score that shit?
It was a draw, but the knockdown.
If I fight, can I keep my shirt on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Neon, bro, you're gonna lose weight.
No,
You on God, you are.
This
Month.
shit's up.
It's a diet, bro.
After going to the judges' scorecard, this fight is a split decision.
Look at
Winner
that.
out of the blue corner.
Wait, what?
Wait, he
That
dropped.
nigga,
Dropped him, yeah.
I'm
he,
so
he dropped me. He dropped me. Niggas will do anything for money, man.
Red side,
This goes to show you that a nigga will fight, do anything for some money when they pop. Man, this nigga motherfucking went out and fought his own brother. How you go out and fight your own brother, fool? Got to be doing bad. But man, we're gonna go in on the today. When we step into the Diddy, we got to step into the Diddy. So we're gonna talk about the celebrities that came up. We're gonna get some names and some shit, so a few names of the celebrities that came up, and they might have to testify. So we're gonna get into that real fast. Shout out to everybody in the building
Dear
too.
Gillespie. This show is called Scandal, after all, and this has got to be one of the biggest celebrity scandals that we've seen in recent years. Not only do we have
Third
P.
coach, salute
listed
third
in a
coach. I didn't see
federal
you. My bad.
lawsuit, but also other major celebrities are tied to the case too. Before we dive into all the celebrities listed and their associations with this case, I do want to start with a small disclaimer and say P. Diddy has denied all of the allegations against him on the civil side of things and on criminal too. He's pleaded not guilty. So far, he has not been convicted of a crime and in fact is set to go to federal trial in just a couple of days at this point, which we'll get into later. All right, that's out of the way. Let's take a dive into some of the celebrities. We've got to begin with Cassie, Cassandra Ventura, the singer known as Cassie. She is the one, she's the North Star, I'm going to say, in all of this. All roads lead back to Cassie when it comes to the P. Diddy lawsuits because she's the first person who filed suit against Diddy. She broke the floodgates. I know we say that all the time, but she truly, truly did. She filed suit. After that, multiple people followed her pattern and filed suit as well. And then eventually he was charged in federal court. So let's talk about Cassie, the one who started it all. In her lawsuit, she stated that she started working with P. Diddy when she was only 19 years old, and he was 37 at the time. She says Diddy began, quote, almost immediately asserting possession and control over her and inserting himself into all aspects of her career and her personal life. Now, Cassie had an ongoing relationship with P. Diddy, and us from the outside thought, how cool. They're so beautiful. They're on the red carpet. They're singing together. They're putting out these records. Wow, everything looks great. However, Cassie alleged in her lawsuit that it was much more sinister on the inside. She alleges that Diddy forced her to use illegal drugs, that Diddy forced her to carry an illegal weapon. She also alleges that Diddy forced her to have sex with prostitutes. Now, she's the one who introduced us to that very famous phrase now, freak-offs, during which Diddy would sometimes drug, allegedly, the people who were involved, then allegedly force these people to have sex with prostitutes or commit some sort of sexual situation. And then allegedly, Diddy would either masturbate during this or allegedly watch and, again, allegedly, I know I keep saying this, but allegedly because he has not been convicted of a crime, allegedly recorded this and then used it as potential blackmail, saying, hey, if you come out and you talk about this, I've got this really embarrassing tape right here. I'm going to bring it forward. And now, allegedly, these tapes are going to be brought out in federal court. So I guess we'll wait and see about all of that. Cassie's lawsuit states more than this, though. She also talks about, quote, multiple times each year, Mr. Combs would violently beat Miss Ventura, that's Cassie, leaving bruises on her body, by hiding Miss Ventura in hotels for days at a time to let her bruises heal. So that was kind of fragmented, but it does go back to that really infamous clip released by CNN. We don't even play it here on Law and Crime because it's really, really hard to watch. We only like to show a screenshot, and even that is a lot. It's a very violent video of P. Diddy, it seems, physically assaulting Cassie Ventura. There's been a lot of talk about this when it comes to the trial, but also when this was first released, it's what led to P. Diddy speaking out for one of the first times in that now famous Instagram video.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that.
You think?
I was up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Those are Cassie's allegations about what happened with her. But she also lists another celebrity in the lawsuit, Kid Cudi. In 2011, during a rough patch in Mr. Combs and Miss Ventura's relationship, Miss Ventura had a brief relationship with musician Kid Cudi. Her lawsuit goes on to state, quote, in February 2012, during Paris Fashion Week, Mr. Combs told Miss Ventura that he was going to blow up Kid Cudi's car and that he wanted to ensure that Kid Cudi was home with his friends when it happened. Around that time, Kid Cudi's car exploded in his driveway. So do with that what you will, connect the dots. Diddy allegedly blew up Kid Cudi's car in retaliation of him having a relationship with Cassie. Cassie's lawsuit was settled just one day after it was filed. However, it did pave the way for multiple other civil lawsuits, people to come forward with accusations, including Lil Rod. That's what he's known as, but his real name is Rodney Jones. Lil Rod was a producer on Diddy's Love album and lived with him for about a year during all of this. When Lil Rod came forward with his lawsuit in February of 2024, he claimed kind of similar things to Cassie. He alleged sexual assault at the hands of Diddy. He mentioned freak-offs, so we heard about those once again. He also claimed there were hundreds of hours of video and audio recordings of pretty illegal activity. This kind of corroborates Cassie's allegations, saying that Diddy forced her to record things. It also leads us to connect the dots to the feds who collected things from Diddy's home in March of 2024. So did they collect these thousands or hundreds of hours of video and audio recordings? I guess we'll see in court in a couple of weeks. Now, Lil Rod also mentioned a couple of celebrities in his lawsuit, actually multiple. And let's start with a major one, J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez. Now, she's been linked to Diddy in the past, obviously very publicly, because she dated Diddy from 1999 to 2001. And she's listed in the lawsuit in reference to the 1999 nightclub shooting in New York. Here's how she's mentioned in Lil Rod's lawsuit. It's kind of mid-sentence, so bear with me. Quote, Diddy's RICO enterprise has existed for at least 20 years, dating back to the 1999 nightclub shooting in NYC, when Mr. Combs required his then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez to transport his illegal firearm into the NYC nightclub. The lawsuit states Mr. Combs shared that he was responsible for the shooting in the nightclub in New York City with rapper Shine. Mr. Combs' girlfriend at the time, Jennifer Lopez, aka J-Lo, carried the gun into the club for him and passed him the gun after he got into an altercation with another individual. So what happened here? This takes us back to December 27th, 1999. It's about 2:55 a.m. when a fight breaks out in a nightclub in New York. So who's there? Diddy, of course, we've got him, a man by the name of Jamal Barrow, who you probably know better as the rapper Shine, and then a third man, Matthew Allen, who was also known by the nickname Scar. So this fight happens, a gun is brought out, 3 people are shot. Thankfully, no one died and there were no critical injuries. However, there were some arrests here, including Jennifer Lopez and P. Diddy. That's where we get those famous mugshots now. The J-Lo charges were eventually dropped. However, Diddy and Shine both went to trial. And while some people say that Diddy potentially is the one who pulled the trigger and that Shine is the fall man, which we'll get to in a minute, all allegations, it was Shine who had the more severe charges, 3 counts of attempted murder and criminal possession of a weapon. When it goes to trial, Diddy was acquitted. However, Shine was convicted. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison, and then after that, he was deported back to his home country of Belize. Now, Shine has since come forward and been open about this, saying that he was the fall guy in all of this. He took the fall for P. Diddy. He told CNN, quote, What he, meaning P. Diddy, what he did to me as far as calling witnesses to testify against me, despite us pleading with him not to do that, anyone that would send someone to jail deliberately is a monster. Now, P. Diddy's team did respond to all of this too. Here's what they said to CNN, quote, Mr. Combs was acquitted of all charges related to the 1999 Club New York incident and has consistently maintained his innocence. He cannot accept or condone any characterization of his actions as demonic or malicious. Mr. Combs appreciates the path Mr. Barrow has pursued and wishes him continued success. It is unfortunate that Mr. Barrow has chosen to revisit these allegations. Mr. Combs trusts that responsible journalism will weigh both the established legal outcomes and Mr. Combs' positive, long-standing support for those he has worked with. By the way, Shine came out with a documentary in 2024. It's streaming now on Hulu called Honorable Shine. He's also a politician in Belize now, and watching some of the interviews with him, he looks great and he seems very likable. So go watch a couple of those Shine interviews. I also want to note that in all of this, we talked about how Shine responded, but Jennifer Lopez, she has remained noticeably silent in all of this. She hasn't really commented. So do with that what you will. Now, Lil Rod named another celebrity in all of this too in his legal filings, and that is a man by the name of Cuba Gooding Jr., Academy Award winner for Jerry Maguire. Plus, he was in Snow Dogs, kind of a beloved actor. However, these allegations are out there. Now, they come with some photos too. Lil Rod shows them in the lawsuit. He alleges that P. Diddy was, quote, grooming him to pass him off to his friends. This fear became reality when Mr. Combs introduced Mr. Jones to Cuba Gooding Jr. while they were on Mr. Combs' yacht. Court docs go on to state, quote, Cuba Gooding Jr. began touching, groping, and fondling Mr. Jones's legs, his upper inner thighs near his groin, the small of his back near his buttocks, and his shoulders. He rejected his advances, and Mr. Gooding Jr. did not stop until Mr. Jones forcibly pushed him away. I think it's important to note the past that Cuba Gooding Jr. also faces too. In 2019, he faced misdemeanor charges of forcible touching and sexual abuse. He had allegedly groped a woman in New York. Prosecutors said during all of this, 30 other women came forward with similar allegations. In 2020, 2 additional women accused him of sexual assault and 1 woman accused him of rape. Now, in 2022, he did reach a plea deal. He avoided jail time with this. He was sentenced to 6 months alcohol and behavioral counseling. He talked about these Lil Rod allegations too on the PBD podcast. Here's what he said, quote, I mean, that's
time. This nigga using Molly, cocaine,
thing I've ever heard.
Everything.
I wake up in the morning, I
turn
on the Today Show, Dr. Cuba Gooding Jr. I was like, excuse me, pulling me into this? I think whatever Diddy's dealing with, he's on his journey, man. I can't imagine that he's stupid enough to do whatever he's doing and keep it on his premises. Now, if you thought the celebrities listed in Lil Rod's lawsuit were over, you were wrong because there's another one, and this one has royal lineage. I'm, of course, talking about Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. Here's what was written, quote, Mr. Combs was known for throwing the best parties. Affiliation with and or sponsorship of Mr. Combs' sex trafficking parties garnered legitimacy and access to celebrities such as famous athletes, political figures, artists, musicians, and international dignitaries like British royal Prince Harry. Now, what's interesting in all of this is it's unclear why Prince Harry was name dropped in all of this, potentially to bolster the accusations showing that P. Diddy did in fact have these wild parties with major celebrity names. However, there's been no charges against Prince Harry. There are no allegations as far as all of that's concerned, and we haven't even heard a response from him. However, Prince Harry is mentioned. We've got more celebrities ahead, but a quick interruption for the sake of the timeline. Lil Rod files his suit in February of 2024. After that, March of 2024 is when the federal search warrants were executed at 2 of Diddy's properties, so one in California, one in Florida. After that, September 2024, a couple months later, he was indicted on federal charges. Those charges were racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. There have also been a couple of superseding indictments into all of this. He has pleaded not guilty, and since his arrest in September, he's been held in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, and jury selection in this case begins next week. Now, more civil suits were filed after Diddy's arrest, including one that's worth noting. Now, it's been dropped since all of this, but I gotta mention it. It was filed by a woman identifying only as Jane Doe, and she alleged that P. Diddy raped her in the year 2000 when she was only 13 years old. She says that it happened at a VMA's after party. She was drugged and then raped allegedly by Diddy. Now, at first in her lawsuit, she lists multiple other people, one by the name of Celebrity A, who she says raped her, and Celebrity B, a female celebrity who allegedly watched this. So at first everyone's like, wait, who's Celebrity A and B? What's going on? Jane Doe later amended her lawsuit. She listed the name for Celebrity A as Sean Carter, who you may know as Jay-Z. However, Jay-Z's team came out swinging into all of this. They found discrepancies in her story. So she eventually did an interview into all of this, and they listed, oh, you said one thing in the interview, a different thing in the lawsuit. This doesn't make sense. They talked to her dad. A lot of discrepancies in all of this, and eventually the lawsuit was dropped. However, Jay-Z did file suit against her and her attorney, Tony Busby, for defamation. Jay-Z was brought up in another lawsuit too, this time by a guy named Joseph Manzaro. He alleges, quote, plaintiff, meaning Joseph Manzaro, was drugged, transported against his will, and sexually maimed as a victim of coercive and organized criminal enterprise beginning in 2015, orchestrated and facilitated by the defendants. The pattern of threats, concealment, manipulation, and psychological coercion persisted for years, extending the statute of limitations under federal tolling doctrines. He alleges kind of similar things, that he was drugged, taken against his will to Star Island in Miami, and sexually assaulted. He
Yeah, can you hear me?
the phrase sexual maiming in the lawsuit, which is just a very vivid and disturbing picture. He also mentions in the lawsuit those infamous tunnels. So if you remember when things first started circulating about P. Diddy, this could be even prior to his arrest. There were those videos, articles, whatever. There are these tunnels under P. Diddy's mansion, blah, blah, blah. And everyone's like, okay, what? However, this is when we hear about the tunnels in a lawsuit. He says there was a tunnel connecting from Diddy's mansion to another mansion. And here's where we get a few more celebrity names. Singer Gloria Estefan and her husband, producer and defendant in this specific case, Emilio Estefan. This is straight from the lawsuit. Plaintiff was dragged to the
Man, they said, I heard that, nigga. I mean, it's on that
inside Gloria Estefan panicked upon seeing plaintiff's deteriorating state, demanding, quote, call an ambulance.
I ain't watched none of them documentaries.
Quickly silenced her and ushered her away into the crowd. Now, once the celebrity names start in this lawsuit, they just
seen a clip of it.
Stop. Here's more straight from the lawsuit quote. At that moment, plaintiff briefly saw LeBron James.
I watch a lot of Tubi, but I see them all over
carrying a
Tubi.
shaving bag, walking through the hallway. LeBron James looked at plaintiff and, in response to Gloria Estefan's plan for an ambulance, remarked, "Y'all better do something about that." Plaintiff was then led by defendant Adria, who identified herself as Diddy's personal sexual assistant. And through a concealed tunnel that connected the Estefan mansion to defendant Diddy's mansion, plaintiff was secretly transferred to defendant Diddy's mansion. Jay-Z and Beyonce Knowles Carter were seated in the room. And upon seeing plaintiff, Beyonce Knowles Carter asked, "What's this? What's this all about? Why is this half-naked white man with a something mask standing here in front of me?" Defendant Eric responded, "Diddy wants him to see what we do to snitches. This is part of his punishment." And here's where I have to point out a few responses from the celebrities that are listed. Here's LeBron's. This is in a statement to TMZ, quote, "This is demonstrably false and doesn't even merit a report or response. A basic internet search shows what LeBron was doing all of April 2015. He was playing basketball for the Cleveland Cavaliers and never in Miami." Here's the response from Gloria and Emilio Estefan, quote, "Gloria and Emilio Estefan strongly deny the allegations made. The property in question was never a home where Gloria and Emilio resided, but it was rather a house they owned for family use. There were no parties thrown at that property between 2012 and 2019. We have all necessary documentation to support these facts and will provide it to the court." And here's a response from Jay-Z's team, quote, "Mr. Carter wasn't in Florida at the time to witness this incident. He was engaged in easily findable public activities that provide that he was not at this event. This is more nonsense that erodes the trust in our justice system." Now, Beyonce hasn't responded to all of this. However, both her and Jay-Z's names were eventually removed from the lawsuit when their legal teams proved evidence they weren't even in Florida. Jay-Z was actually at NYU and then later a Hawaiian vacation with Beyonce. So we went through some of the celebrities that have been mentioned in regards to Diddy, and now I want to talk to a celebrity of our own. It's former prosecutor Melba Pearson. Melba, you are like a celebrity to me. Every time you come on, I'm so happy to get to talk to you. So thank you for coming on and talking Diddy with us yet again.
Again, yes, Sierra. Like, wait, listen, we got a good thing going. What?
We got to keep doing it.
Fix it. Let's keep talking about Diddy.
Exactly. Let's keep talking about Diddy. And my first question for you is, the trial date is looming. Like, we're days away from when this is actually going to trial, which could just blow my mind. And I'm wondering about any celebrities, if they would testify. I know we've talked about Cassie, that we can expect her to testify, but could we see other people too?
I think so. Well, first of all, I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop that this is not going to go forward on May 5th.
Right?
I'm like, oh, I feel like something last minute may happen. But the judge has been very clear that they want to move this case forward. And they're like, listen, we're not going to take any more delays. And of course, that is very typical for a federal case. This is not a state case that lingers 2, 3, 4 years. A federal case, they're like, here you go, get it moving. We're not going to keep prolonging this. So as much as I'm kind of torn, but we'll see what happens on May 5th. But I do believe that there will be some celebrities testifying. I'd be curious to see who
was wrong enough about this shit way ahead of time.
Any celebrities to either review some of the charges that have been made, saying that, listen,
he never put no name on. He never put no name on it.
He was hanging out with Diddy the whole time and didn't see them go into another room, something like that. Probably not with Cassie because you have that video evidence, but in terms of trying to discredit or basically take away the credibility.
Told Big Gift about R. Kelly messing with kids.
That I'm very curious to see who is going to stand on the side of Diddy in this particular case. That's really where I'm watching.
I think we're all on the edge of our seats, like who is standing with Diddy? Because when these allegations first dropped, a lot of people majorly distanced themselves from him. And we haven't seen as much support for him. I mean, Kanye, I guess, is kind of supportive in a way, putting him on that track, featuring him a little bit. But we haven't heard that much from people who are like, yeah, let's go Diddy. So that'll be so interesting to see. And you talked about Cassie's testimony, which...
I'm going to some other shit. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. They said that this nigga had baby oil.
She has no arrest record until now.
They had baby oil in the ice buckets. Be bad, cool. Like with what? Like ice buckets at the table with water, and baby oil in the ice bucket. Baby oil on the ice, nigga.
Keep it fresh.
Keeping it fresh. Make sure.
But like, man, I always knew he set Shine up for that bullshit, man.
That's cold, fool. That nigga, I don't even think Shine can even come back to the motherfucking States, fool.
Nah, shit, Shine ain't thinking about. He ain't thinking about this shit over there, man. Shine the man over there where he from.
Yeah, that's why he said. That way, yeah, he's definitely the man over there where he from. We don't go into some other shit.
I think he done got involved in politics and all that shit now. He ain't thinking about coming back over there. That nigga ain't thinking about no New York and no shit like that, bro.
Yeah, most definitely. We're gonna go into this shit right here.
U.S. Border Patrol agents arrested her at Miami International Airport Monday after she arrived on an international flight. Court records show Hamilton was ordered to testify in Demon's first trial in 2023.
As the judge made a deal with Mariah, saying that if you agree to testify against Melly, you're free to go. She accepted it instantly, making it the worst news imaginable for YNW Melly. She would write on Facebook, "Into my village, thank you to my village. I love you all so much. God's plan, not mine." This is because they found disturbing evidence on Mariah's iCloud account, which relates to YNW Melly forcing her to not testify in the original trial. This is known as witness tampering. It carries a life sentence in prison, regardless if Melly actually took out Sack Jacer and Juvie.
The state filing 6 new charges against Demons and 2 others who were allegedly involved. The charges include tampering with a witness, directing the activities of a criminal, solicitation or conspiracy to commit tampering, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. Now, a couple of those charges actually carry a life in prison sentence if there's a conviction.
The witness tampering case would also be separate from his existing case of Juvie and Sack Chaser's passing. Due to him witness tampering on the jail phones, YNW Melly hasn't been allowed to use a phone for a very long time. It's gotten so bad that his mother, Jamie King, even did an interview exposing the county jail.
My son has not been convicted of anything, and even other inmates that have been convicted or anything, they have the right to use a telephone. They have a right to just to be allowed to write letters to their loved ones, to receive their mail. They hold his mail. They don't give it to him.
However, if the evidence is true that Melly was using the jail phones to commit witness tampering, he's going to be going to prison for life. They must have the evidence stored away as well. They wouldn't keep YNW Melly off of the jail phones, as it is illegal to do so, meaning they have the evidence to prove he's guilty. But it gets even worse from here, as they then wanted to work with YNW Bortland to avoid another YNW Melly mistrial. This is due to them submitting paperwork to have Melly and Bortland tried together in the next trial for one specific reason.
Issue here, and you can try them together. It is to the benefit of the state to try them together. It's just more efficient. You don't have to do things again and again, do it all at once, and also you get a better chance of having them incriminate each other during the trial. It benefits the defense to sever it. That way they can point the finger at each other and get away with it. So this is what's going on. But I don't think it should be automatically severed because the state is seeking a penalty for Melly, because it's only the penalty phase of the trial that would be different, not the guilt phase. The guilt phase is the same. They're both capital crimes. You're seeking the penalty on one, not the other, but that goes into the second part of the trial, the penalty phase, only if Melly is found guilty.
If YNW Bortland knows he didn't commit the crime, he won't physically be able to sit there beside YNW Melly and take life in prison to the chin, making it more likely that he'll just point the finger at Melly and say the truth. What you didn't know is that Melly's lawyers already tried doing this to YNW Bortland in the first trial, which is why Bortland and Melly haven't talked to each other since.
Good morning. Cortland Henry shows up at Memorial Hospital, Miramar. You don't see him sitting there, but where you will see him sitting is in the driver's seat of a car with two bodies, car riddled with bullets. And when he shows up with a change of clothing, change of shirt, powder residue on his hands, evidencing that he had discharged a firearm. And he lies. He lies about where the incident occurred. He lies about how it occurred. And he lies about not having a phone. I think it was Miss Bradley herself who said everybody has a phone in the pocket, not Cortland Henry.
As Melly's own lawyer revealed to the jury that it was always Bortland that was lying to the feds, he was the one with powder residue on his hands. He was also the last person with Sack Chaser and Juvie when they passed away. They even brought a forensic scientist that covered the passings to go into further detail about Bortland having the powder residue.
So the right hand of Cortland Henry contained 0 particles characteristic of powder residue and two component particles. And the left hand contained 1 particle characteristic of powder residue and 1 2-component particle.
And can you explain to us what that means?
Basically, overall, there was powder residue present on the hands.
Now, YNW Bortland did not like this at all. He actually hasn't talked on social media since this tweet, as when Melly's mistrial was granted, it was shared. YNW Bortland tweets a mysterious message on the same day Melly's mistrial was declared. The tweet shares, "Mind games don't work on people like me," alongside a handshake emoji as if he's accepting a deal. Due to all of that, Melly's lawyers will now appeal the decision of a no bond, where they can repackage all of their evidence and present it to the judge one more time. Here's how they should do it. Melly's lawyers even wrote, Melly's legal team proposed posting an unspecified bond that would be paid by his record label 300 Entertainment. If granted a bond, they assured the judge Melly will be on house arrest, wear an ankle monitor, and hire round-the-clock security to keep tabs on him, as they should keep this in their bond package. But what they should also add is this interview of YNW Melly's mother claiming that he isn't being treated like a human inside a jail. This is extremely illegal.
When you saw Melly's statement, just saying how he's been hurt, how he's scared for his life, as a mother, how did that make you feel?
It's heartbreaking. It made me feel completely helpless. Broward Sheriff's Office definitely needs to be investigated. I mean, they are making up their own rules. We tried to go to court about this situation. The judge really doesn't have any jurisdiction when it comes to the jail, because we actually had a hearing about the mistreatment of him, and the jail they make their own rules. And I don't think that's fair, because I know that they need to answer to someone too.
They would also bring up evidence from the original trial, where Melly's lawyers provided GPS evidence showing Melly sprinting down a street while the crime was going down, showing him that he was hiding into a bush when the alleged drive-by was going down, hiding from the opposing vehicle.
That would be the part where he's saying that someone just shot the car up and was trying to shoot them. So I asked him if he was okay, where he was, and he's like, there's a car coming behind him, like hiding. He was like, there's some, there's some, I think they're still out here or something. So I'm like, are you okay? He's like, I'm okay. I said, well, where are Sack and Juvie? And he said, I don't know if they're in the car. I think they're.
as that backs up the claims of it being an actual drive-by, but what confirms it is there was never a firearm even found. In the original trial, it was confirmed even by prosecutors there was never a firearm, making the claim of a drive-by very likely due to the guilty party driving away with it.
So the first thing is I didn't have a firearm, so I can't know which firearm I'm going to use in order to replicate any of my tests. So I can't make tests for this determination because I don't know what was used.
Okay.
But sadly, the prosecutors have so much evidence on their side, it's likely Melly will never be released. You tell me what side has stronger evidence, as they're going to begin with evidence on Melly's phone, as he sent a text message hours after the crime admitting to it.
The PC Gambino account asked him if he was okay, and his response was, "I did that," and placed a smiley face emoji.
And the next message from 10/26/2018 at 16:02 from Eastern Standard Time. The Wine email account says what?
After that, SHHHH.
But also on Melly's phone was a saved video from somebody's Facebook Live. It shows his reaction alongside YNW Bortland in a parking lot only 6 hours after the crime was committed.
Melly still turned regardless of what happened this early morning. He's still out here being very positive. Turned still. Hey.
We went from the Diddy.
Still turned, regardless of what happened. You heard?
Andy,
as they're seeing,
we went from the Diddy trial to this is called 23 rappers who allegedly gone rot in jail. That's what it's called, basically.
Members.
Did Vaughn really tell you that Melly told him that he was two friends?
He ain't come out and say it. Like, we got into an argument. And so, you know, if when people can say something without saying it. And so he told me, like, once I posted what I posted, Vaughn was mad at me. He's like, why you put bro? What the bam? I'm like, you sitting up here, like, you know the love we got. You do this for us. But you gonna trust that his two friends? And he said, them was trying to extort him. That's all I'm like. If they was trying to extort him, then why are you still around them?
This was supposed to be a secret that Melly told King Von. Sadly, Von shared it with O-Block members before passing away, where they would go further in depth, explaining that YNW is a registered business, where Melly would release music, perform concerts, sell merch, and all of the money made would funnel through the YNW business bank account. Zach Jaser and Juvie allegedly wanted a cut, as there's 4 members of YNW. Their thought was that the money would be split 25% each. But Melly, he didn't want to do that. But with the evidence relating to money, many fans also wondered how Melly's even paying for his lawyers. Coincidentally, it would go viral, reading in quote, YNW Melly's mom trends after she started a fans account while he stands trial. This ended up taking the internet by storm. Even DJ Academic shared.
So YNW Melly's mom has announced that she's going to be starting the old. And I got to be honest with y'all, man. Like,
it's okay.
This is perplexing. The reason why it's perplexing is because I can't understand why she's doing this. Your son is fighting for his life. How much, there's certain mothers in hip hop, and you probably could name a few. I won't name all of them. That I feel like their son became stars, but they also wanted to be stars as well. Blueface's mom is one of them. Situation between Melly's mom and Melly I always thought was interesting, but I never thought she would do this. If you're wondering if she's doing this for money, this can't be money. Like, no way, no how.
As while Academics claims it's not about the money, social media would disagree. A No Jumper interview from 2 years ago with Adam B. Slime and Jamie King would show Adam asking Melly's mother how much money has he spent. He imagines Melly has spent a lot of money on lawyers. She would sit back and begin laughing. Meanwhile, his own brother, B. Slime, called out his brother for dumb purchases.
I would assume that he spent a lot of money on lawyers, like an amount that would probably.
That kid spent a lot of money on a lot of things that shouldn't have been spent on.
Really? Like what else?
And cars, jewelry. And he's not even out to wear the jewelry. I'm like, why are you buying jewelry and you're not here to wear the jewelry?
No, definitely lawyers are probably the best thing you can spend.
That's what bro. But he's good with lawyers, bro. Like, money ain't an issue for lawyers. Like, he's fine, but it's just like, there's a lot of stuff that should have went to lawyers that he didn't spend on lawyers.
Definitely.
And now it's like, he don't even want to chain no more.
However, Kodak Black's case will sentence him to a lengthy prison time.
Warrant has been issued for South Florida rapper Kodak Black. Officials say Bill Capri, better known as Kodak Black, violated the conditions of his pretrial release. This mugshot is from his initial arrest last year when troopers pulled him over for driving with an expired driver's license and tags and found drugs on him. Available. And then I'll just need your offensive
After news of Kodak arrested, his team has been releasing new music videos to capitalize off the newly found momentum. Songs from Christopher Columbus, Mayhem, and Soulboy are a result of the news writing. According to the Broward County Clerk, a new status hearing in Kodak's felony trafficking and possession case is now set for April 28th, as Kodak Black's trial has now been officially set, which will result in the rapper being forced into a prison sentence. This is due to a lawyer inside of the courtroom writing, "Chatter inside the court between prosecutors and law officials make it sound like Kodak isn't being given another chance. It's time for a sentence, but how long?"
Hey, look, come here. I'm not gonna arrest you on all right? This is just for the being. Come on, officially. All right. You know your license look good. I'm not too worried about that. That's a ticket, right? That's a ticket.
Now, Kodak was originally arrested for this crime about a year ago. He's been released on a bail all this time, but now that his trial is coming fast, Kodak is starting to release music relating to it. It's very clear it's affecting him mentally. Even the last video that he recorded, he said that he has never experienced real love.
I know girl treated you right before then. Never, bro. I never had it. I never experienced love before. I never experienced it. I never experienced it, bro. I never experienced it, bro. I never did, bro. I never did, bro. I never experienced love, bro. I never did, bro. I never had it. I never had it, bro. I never had it, bro. I never had it.
Now that relates to his song titled Soulboy. The last 3 songs that he has released within the last 24 hours all have a different meaning. As this song in particular, Kodak raps, "Soon as I heard this stuff, I just started crying. My eyes keep watering. I miss my kids. I bet they wondering where their father went." As Kodak is relating to himself, about to go to jail for who knows how long. It would even be announced, Wallow and Gilly gives some life advice to Kodak Black, saying, "Don't ever doubt yourself. You got them babies counting on you."
Don't ever doubt yourself. You got them babies counting on you. There's gonna be times where you're gonna doubt yourself, you're gonna be in pain, but the babies count on you. You gotta be here. And I'm telling you that because a lot of people get around you and they see your success and they say, "Oh man, a lot of people need you." And then yes man, I ain't here to yes man you. You know me, every time we connect with you, you know I got love for you. Not because I need you, I got love for you because you're a young cat and I was young, Gil was young. Live. And I'm telling you that because you see that love that the lady get, you see how you light up when I talk about your babies. Live. These people wanna laugh, they wanna joke, they wanna criticize. They don't know your pain, I don't know your pain. But I know one thing, them babies counting on you.
Trying to reason with Kodak on his recent struggles, as his life is a lot bigger than just him. According to Google, Kodak has 5 children who desperately need him, but due to his recent activities, he hasn't been allowed to see them. But Kodak would rap next, "Mama, I need you to stop believing everything you see on the blogs. Can't nobody say stuff about me because I be high, way on Mars." This is likely due to the viral clip of Kodak eating chicken completely strung out in the middle of the street.
Wrong thing. Take a seat next to him. Take a seat next to him. Enjoy that moment. Enjoy that. Take a seat next to him, brother.
Nigga gone, man. Fat Texas in the building. Salute, man. This the real Fat Texas.
As that video caused major headlines to write about Kodak, this resulted in him doing a day in the life live stream, trying to prove that he doesn't do all of the extracurricular items that the news.
This the real Fat Texas, man. You changed it. You got a new account, Fat Texas, so I can give you a rich as you.
Is saying he does. However, only an hour into the stream, he would be seen strung out once again, dancing on his countertop.
Salute, Frederick Wright. Shout out Oklahoma, man.
Damn bad rest. Long nap because she took it out of the way and you can't do that. You can't go.
However, Kodak's life is about to completely crumble. Going to trial for his possession and trafficking case will not be his first time, and due to that, the court system is going to be a lot harder on him. Kodak was arrested for this exact charge 2 years ago. On February 28, 2023, it was announced Kodak Black admits to being on drank, but he denies being on other items after pleading not guilty on possession and firearm charges.
I was on sleep in front of my family house, bro. That's it. I was on that drink sleep in front of my people's house, but that ain't illegal. So all that's just the process that it had to be in other mug shop. The process that even though like bogus and plastered all over the internet, then on top of that, it's like, bro, like I'm Haitian. I mean, and then it's just like my era, bro. Like, no, like, man, you better off.
Shortly after the IG Live, the feds ended up raiding his home. They would arrest the rapper as while confiscating many items found within the home. While arrested, he hired his lawyer, Brian Cohen. He was able to secure a deal to have Kodak sent to a rehab rather than sitting in jail for 2 years.
Kodak, whose real name is Bill Capri, faced a judge Tuesday in Orange after turning himself in following an arrest warrant issued for violation of his pretrial release. Authorities said he tested positive during a random test earlier this month.
It is just unjust and not right about the situation.
Black, addressing the judge after the pretrial release technician testified he may have mixed up samples between Black and another patient.
There's no way you tested positive. We can resolve that by way of a hair sample, and that'll clear you.
Judge Barbara Duffy then asking for a hair sample today to clear up the alleged mix-up, which Black refused, rather choosing to check into the Legacy Rehabilitation Facility for 30 days as part of his pretrial release.
However, Kodak would end up just committing the exact same crime all over again, as the prosecutors will use that to their advantage, but also painting a picture for the judge that Kodak's recent behavior is a clear indication that this man either needs to go to rehab for a year or go to jail for who knows how long. What the prosecutors will show the judge goes as followed. You tell me how scary it is. Beginning with Kodak's overall mental health, as he ended up reading this viral tweet himself, which says, "Every time I see Kodak, I get so sad. That man has like 4 baby moms, and not one of you greedy women care about him for real. Because why are you not helping him? You're probably sitting around waiting for him to pass away." As sadly Kodak Black saw this tweet, he would immediately hop on IG Live and he would quote it.
While we waiting on other people too, like other people, they don't know how to let time do its thing. Everybody like let time do it, bro. Time is the best. What you call it? Whether it's gonna heal or whatever, it's gonna let time do it. You gotta be patient. Love is patient. Love is kind. You know, like I'm saying, it makes absolutely zero sense, no sense at all. To try to approach the situation with any type of aggression. The whole world, everybody don't. The men don't. Everybody. While we just down here waiting on one.
This even resulted in Kanye West speaking out, trying to help out Kodak. He would end up asking other rappers in the area to come alongside him.
Okay, so I thought Kodak was in Miami. I see he's in Atlanta. So I'm gonna fly down to Atlanta right now and do something. So anybody that's already down in Atlanta that knows him and knows anything about, I know I said rappers and all that, but right now I need y'all, man, to like really go and do something. Like we can't. I know y'all think I'm crashing out. You see me talking. I'm expressing myself. And look, man, please don't. I know I said a lot, and just let me go down there and go help this man out.
Kodak didn't end up seeing the video from Kanye until a few days later. But what happened later on that night confirmed he needs serious help right now, as Kodak was recorded by a friend pacing around his room claiming that he is Drake's favorite rapper. Now, he definitely could be, but it's more of a confirmation that he is hanging out with the wrong crowd. He's clearly strung out, and his friend would rather sit there filming him rather than helping him.
I'm Drake's favorite rapper.
Who?
I'm his favorite rapper.
You Drake favorite rapper?
Yeah.
Nah.
He always say that. Even his people always say that. They always say that. You know what I mean? Even when you ain't around, so shit like, oh no, it's for real, bro.
However, there is an explanation on how we even got here, which is important to hear. Kodak went to rehab for his first case of trafficking and possession. It did, however, pause his music career for roughly a year. Many forgot about Kodak, but while in rehab, he turned his entire life around, writing new music, working out daily, and becoming a much better person. Once released, he dropped his hit song titled Walk. This song got 33 million views. It climbed right back to the top of the music chart. However, the success would get to Kodak's head, as he would then be featured on a Kai Cenat live stream, trying to capitalize off of the new momentum, but he would be seen on stream having extreme sweats, swatting at things that aren't even there, and shouting random words.
You can always say about at times when it feel good. That's what you say sometimes. Yeah. I think your name was Bubba. Hey, oh.
It's unclear if Kodak took things to help him with maybe some nerves of going on a Kai Cenat live stream, but the morning after, Kodak would end up hopping on IG Live trying to explain the situation, as he was getting a lot of hate.
Say y'all people that who be on that.
Well, get mad because you look fool doing that dumb ass shit.
Stupid. But I take you one, and y'all be so hurt. Y'all wanna like it anyway. Yeah. Everybody else who be coming like on that time, they ain't got no motion. They broke, they hurt, they something, or they trying to come into life some kind of way and trying to like look any type of. Yeah, I can come in that way. Oh, I think you need help. Oh, look, bro. Like,
There was millions of fans disappointed that he broke his sobriety, and he made himself look absolutely terrible on live stream. The hate would end up lingering for the next few months. It got so bad, even Boonk reached out trying to help out Kodak.
But right now, man, we worried about you. You don't look too healthy. In front of outside looking in, it's obvious that you're and I don't believe for 1 second you just doing it for your own enjoyment. Nah, you trying to find something to fill up that void that's within your chest. See, I've been where you at right now. But by the grace of God, I'm clean. Them strongholds have been pulled down. Them chains been broken. So I'm qualified to talk about this. You got to make a decision, bro. You got too many people looking up to you. And from one father to another, you got to set the right example for your son. This coming from somebody who genuinely cares. So if you come across this video, you want to sit at the table, break bread, man, holla at me.
Waiting for things to calm down, he would end up going to attend a local football game. A fan would end up interacting with him and telling Kodak they love it when he is sober. Kodak didn't appreciate this for some reason, and he responded very aggressively by pulling out his phone and going on IG Live.
Say, I love when Kodak's sober. Chain sober. I love sober. I know it's sober. For what? For what? Look at all this money. Look at all this cash. Sober for what? We not sober.
The following week after, he would then go to a Baltimore Ravens game, completely looking out of it again near fans. A tweet read, NFL fans are worried for rapper Kodak Black's health as he appeared off, while showing love to star quarterback Lamar Jackson in the Ravens.
Hey, Kodak, what you got to say about the Ravens, big nigga? I love Ravens. Hello. Hey, what about that boy LJ, man? What you got to tell the flock about that boy LJ, man? Yeah. That boy Yak in the city. Yeah, Yak in the city. I live out here. Let him know.
This was the final straw for many in the rap industry. Watching Kodak go down a terrible spiral, it was very clear that he needed help right now. But only 2 weeks later, he did something completely insane. He was invited to the White House, and then he became the first ever rapper to tweak at the White House.
So, like, imagine a world if all of us was just one color. If all of us was just blue or green. Oh, if everybody was smart, you gotta have some dumb people. Oh, what if everybody was rich? We're gonna take the trash out.
This would end up going absolutely viral online. This resulted in him going onto a podcast with DJ Academics and apologizing, saying he wants to use his influence for change.
I'm honestly, like, I'm sorry to everybody. I'm sorry to the people who I heard it. I'm sorry if you don't understand me. I'm sorry if you just don't like me. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry. And I'm sorry to everybody that I've wronged. And I'm so sorry to all the times I made my mom cry. And I'm sorry to like all the girls whose heart I broke. I'm sorry to Young Miami. You know what I'm saying? For kind of disrespecting her and stuff like that. She accepted my apology. She did?
And even later on that night, responding to Kanye West's message, finally, where it would be shared, Kanye is a real one. You want to know why? Kanye's the only guy who still likes Diddy. I'm pretty sure the feds are going to seize all that boy's accounts. Kanye just did some real stuff. And you know what? I'm going to do a collab with you. So, bro, we can get some money.
Yeah. Kanye a real one. You know why you a real one? Because, like, I'm some whole kind of like, Kanye the only tell Diddy because he know he ain't a lot of the other stuff. Look at me. I'm clean up. You know why Kanye like.
However, the scariest part is everything I just shared will likely be shared with the judge as well, showing the judge that Kodak, he can't be trusted in the free world. He needs help, and he needs to either be locked up or in a rehab. What would suit him better, rehab or jail? Comment down below. However, the police is targeting Young and Ace for murder, which is a life sentence. Did you know the Jacksonville police just called out Young and Ace? It would be reported Jacksonville Sheriff TK Waters sends a PSA to Young and Ace and his crew after Julio Fulio's hitters were caught.
So Young and Ace has long been known in Jacksonville. We are consistently monitoring those groups. We have people that are always watching them. I won't speak to the chief's investigation. That's up to the TPD. We don't have an investigation on him right now, but he can't move around in Jacksonville without us knowing about it. And that's for the betterment of our community.
As the sheriff would then go into further detail about picking up Jacksonville rapper Young and Ace.
The drill rappers.
You have drill down here.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was a Chicago thing.
No, man, it's down here too, man. And the thing about it is we like to run them out of town. Like, there's a couple of them that they know they can't live here anymore. There was a particular song, it's Vanessa Carlton. What's the name of that song? It's real catchy. Everybody likes it. Yeah, 1,000 Miles. They sampled her song, and then they made a song, a rap to it. They were talking about people that actually been in Jacksonville. About 5 or 6 of them, right? They named in that song.
They did name it.
But that's what drill rap is. It's nonsense, but it's impactful because they're talking about people that have actually been. Those people have parents, they have mothers. They have fathers, they have brothers and sisters that feel the effects of what's going on. They think it's a joke.
As the police have been tailing Young and Ace for quite some time in Jacksonville, as just recently the 5 people arrested for the passing of Julio Fulio would end up revealing that Young and Ace allegedly hired them as hitmen. From Alicia, Isaiah, Sean, Rashad, and Davion, the police believe that Young and Ace actually paid them money to take out Julio Fulio. This is why they've been canceling all of his concerts, trying to limit Young and Ace's business income in case he needs to get lawyers in the future.
Jacksonville police and I don't know how they be doing it, but they always call around to cancel my shows. What's up with y'all? What's going on? Why y'all want to cancel my show? I don't even live there in Jacksonville. Why y'all want to cancel my show? Why y'all trying to my money? Yeah, man, y'all trying to my life. Cause y'all worry about what I got going on. I ain't with y'all. Y'all canceled all my shows, but I just had a show in Temple. Y'all got my show canceled in Temple. I had a show in Virginia. I called, got my show canceled up. I had a show in Gainesville. Y'all canceled my show in Gainesville before. Daytona. You feel me? Like, what's really going on?
But do you know they did it for a specific reason? It was all due to a video that was leaked online, where it would be announced Jacksonville rapper admits to targeting Julio Fulio because Young and Ace put up $10,000 on his head.
Hey, on everything I love, bro. On the day homies, bro, I put it on everything on my soul, on my kids. I'm the one that smacked Julio Fulio that night when he got at his birthday celebration, bro. You feel me? I ain't gonna show my face and give my identity away or nothing like that, but you know, I did that, you feel me? There was money on his head, you feel me? I rock with Ace and them boys, you feel me? ATK, you feel me? I be in Jacksonville heavy, you feel me? If you know, you know. But yeah, you feel me? I did that, you feel me? I handled that because, you know, Ace had that money on his head, you know, Ace had him put that 10K up, told me to slide, because, you know, he got tired of that running his mouth playing all the time, you feel me? So what had to be done, you feel what I'm saying? So I just handled it, you feel me? It is what it is, bro.
This would end up going viral online, so bad that Fulio's goons would want to retaliate against Young and Ace. A tweet would read, "The streets are saying Fulio's goons finally caught Young and Ace lacking. This Jacksonville beef is just getting started." As DJ Academics already assumed all of this would happen, telling Young and Ace that he is actually next to be dealt with, whether it's by his ops or the police.
Whack 100 recently spoke about you and he says, "You're next."
Why would you say that, bro? Why would you wish that for me?
I don't know if he was wishing that. I think he's just thinking about, like, you know, in terms of, you know, people want to get the target, like the high profile target. And if Fulio is out of the way, now they're like, well, the only way to make another thing is you.
Why wish that on me, bro? Man, bro, I don't. I've been living my whole life. I'm not letting you get up on. I'm not letting nobody get up on me. So I don't.
With his passing now, right? Does it mean that this whole situation is over?
There's never no situation.
This has even resulted in Young and Ace wanting to get a fresh start, wanting to move out of Jacksonville and cut ties with his own gang. He would tweet, "Ain't no such thing as ATK no more. That stuff is gone and over with," as he would share an Instagram video running from the gang issue in Jacksonville.
I say no more ATK, it ain't no more. What you talking about? We don't do shit. Tripping. Everybody always got to say things. When the time for the Lord to be paid, just be at. Y'all shit to say, where the just be at though? What just be? You need to get buried. When the time to spend that money, where the to be? All we got shit to say, but don't be on shit, man. They don't get no feet wet or nothing, man. You be talking, man. Wrong with you, man. Don't talk like me. Don't talk, man. When I say no more K, ain't no more.
After posting that on Instagram, his ops would end up flooding his DMs with an old video of Young and Ace in the hospital, where he almost lost his life in an incident where he was ambushed by several men while leaving a restaurant, while telling Young and Ace to be ready for this to happen again.
Come forward. I'm trying to RV. I'm trying to open the door. I open the door, I'm pushing my mic. I got you, bro. Yeah, grab a shirt. I can't move. He tell me he can't move. I just might come. Go open the door. Call it.
With ops wanting Young and Ace gone and the police wanting to arrest them for several crimes in Jacksonville, what the police just announced is going to have Young and Ace gone forever. As the official police document reads, Julio Fulio, born June 21st, 1998, was involved in an ambushing by rival street members, likely paid by ATK rapper Young and Ace, Sunday morning in Tampa. What was supposed to be a celebration weekend for his birthday ended up turning into the worst thing imaginable due to social media. Fulio and his crew rented an Airbnb for the weekend. As once arriving to the B&B, Fulio would post this Instagram story.
Hey, the pool party start today at 5, 6 o'clock. If you already got the address, pull up, man. We got the address, pull up. If you need the address, DM me right now. The pool party start at 5, 6 o'clock. DM me for the address, or DM Fulio booking ESPN. I'm gonna put it right here. We just got here, bro. You got to add it. You got to add it, man. Push up. We just got to this bit. Tampa, Florida, man. You already got to add it to the pool party. Push up at 5:30, man. Push up at 5:30, man. We finna get everything right. Push up at 5:30, 6 o'clock, man. It's up.
The party inside of the Airbnb only lasted around 2 hours. Julio would end up sharing the inside, showing everyone that was partying, showing there was drinks involved, while also showing that he was with several women, which one of them would have ties to the goons that would pull up on him later on in the night. This was his first mistake of many, showing millions of followers, including his ops, his every single move. As an hour later, the police arrived to the B&B. Calling the landlord of the home, he would eventually kick Julio and his crew out of the crib, as Julio would once again go to his Instagram, posting his next move. This would be a poster for a nearby club, telling millions of followers where he's about to be going, as well as showing the literal address on the club poster. Almost like he's trying to break the record on social media for the most location drops to his ops in one weekend. Once arriving to the club, he would then post to his Instagram again, sharing exactly where he is sitting inside of the club in the upstairs lounge.
We can't do it for my birthday, man. Everybody come back to stay. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We deep as 20 deep, lit everywhere we go.
This would give the ops plenty of time to get together, figure out a plan,
Oh,
and scope out the scene of where Julio is. Taking action on this day on the 23rd of the month was very important to the ops, but more on that later. As did you know, when Julio and his crew were done in the club, they would end up gathering in the parking lot so his manager could figure out a place to stay. They would end up scoping a nearby Holiday Inn down the street, and they would all begin driving down. When arriving to the Holiday Inn, sources claim everything was silent. Julio was sitting in the parking lot alongside 12 of his own gang members, all sitting on the hoods of their vehicles. This was, however, until rival cars filled to the brim with street members would start driving down the street. Turning into the entrance of the hotel, they would be ready with their firearms. But there would be 3 members who would end up coming out of the nearby bushes. Their main job was to locate Julio Fulio, and when they did, you can likely guess what their next job was to do. This was a clear retaliation against Fulio, especially with it being on the 23rd of the month. Fulio dropped a hit track titled When I See You. He made fun of Young and Ace for losing his brothers, as in the lyrics, Fulio rapped, went out to eat on his birthday, 4 hit 3 fast in the worst way. He kept dissing on me, and now we're hitting 23. But now in the present day, on Fulio's birthday, these goons would end up hitting a total of 4 people on the 23rd day of the month, just like Fulio dissed them about. And if that isn't enough, Young and Ace would end up rapping in a new song after Fulio's passing. He would rap the lyrics, 4 in the car, 1 them gone, 3 got hit, recreating Fulio's lyrics against him, but with different numbers. But further proving the retaliation by Young and Ace's crew was 6 hours after the incident was done, it would be shared, Young and Ace dropped a song, Do It, a direct diss track at Julio Fulio after his passing earlier today. Meanwhile, Young and Ace's right-hand man would share on Instagram an old tweet from King Von, which goes and reads, Game over, we won, stupid. But the story gets crazier from here, as the police would end up finding the actual reason Young and Ace wanted Julio Fulio gone. In the official police records, it reads that 1 month ago, before Fulio passed, Julio did an interview speaking on the beef in Jacksonville. He would end up revealing there was supposed to be a song made with both groups to stop all the crime against each other.
No record. Y'all probably didn't know this. Even though I said what I said, my bro, me and Jedi Breeze supposed to be doing a Stop the Violence song. We probably gonna get that shit in motion. So I'm gonna just get that shit out of the way for the kids, for the youth.
Yeah,
we gotta make this.
Out he was.
You and J. Breezy have a Stop the Violence record coming.
Yeah, that's it. It's talked about. I dreamt about it. My big cousin wrote about it too. He said he really on with it. But basically right now we're trying to find a beat.
Making many upset that the entire situation could have been avoided. However, rappers in the industry have a different take, as they believe that Young and Ace was pretending to want to stop the beef in Jacksonville so then Julio would let his guard down, which definitely seems reasonable considering Julio and his actions on Instagram that day. This would even get the attention of Charleston White.
And everybody saying, man, what you think about this? Well, all I'm gonna say is, man, it works hard to did he earn his here? And goddamn it, should nobody be sad? Way that live and talk gangster? Should nobody be sad what did happen to Julio Fulio? One thing we know about it, he didn't go to heaven.
That's ain't good.
Yeah, now one thing about it, he ain't in heaven. Now wait, that boy, listen, he had all the time in the world to apologize to them people. He was going to the graveyard, rapping at the graveyard. Man, that's making people mama cry.
This nigga crazy.
There's some people relieved, wiping their forehead saying, "Ooh, Lord, thank you.
And then there's some people crying, said, "Oh, we gonna miss one leg, 1 foot."
However, the following day, the actual truth would end up being revealed. This is all a result of the passing of Young and Ace's best friend, ATK Mitch. Did you know in April 2022, officers saw Julio Fulio driving a Dodge Durango with an illegal window tint? They would end up pulling Fulio over to ask questions when suddenly a prosecutor showed up. Things got very odd. The prosecutor even searched Fulio's vehicle illegally and even told the officers who he was. After hearing who Fulio was, he was then taken into the police patrol car and he was questioned on the passing of ATK Mitch.
All right, so I ain't want to bring it up. I didn't get upset. Mitch, some technical talk to you real quick about what happened to Mitch. How long is it going to take? Not that long. Depends on you. They just ask what you know about what happened.
Once he was taken into the car, Fulio knew that he would be questioned, and he was quickly taken in to be interrogated.
I used to call my mom house. I used to come over there, so this, you know what I'm saying, support.
What type of work do you do? What type of artist? You're an artist. Okay. As far as Mitch go, what are you hearing?
Not really. I was in Miami when I heard the news. You know what I'm saying? I was down making music, and I saw posting on Instagram, Mitch. Everybody, the whole Jacksonville, Mitch.
The detectives would start looking at who Fulio was to ATK Mitch and how they knew each other, while also asking where Fulio was when ATK Mitch sadly passed away.
All right. The reason why I'm here, I am lead on your friend's case. You have friends that recently got killed?
A lot of friends that
recently. Mitch.
Oh yeah.
So I'm lead on that. I don't know how close you guys were. Can you kind of give me a, just run down on y'all relationship when y'all met? How long y'all been partners or whatever?
The detectives still had nothing on Fulio, but they had a hunch that he was involved with Mitch, so they tried fishing for any information that they could. But Fulio continued to tell the detectives he didn't know anything.
Guys, if you may know or hear something that'd be helpful as well. Because if you know his mom, you can sit up there and call his mom. Then I'm pretty sure you would want her to have some answers as well.
Oh, look, brother, I don't know who did. I don't know. I ain't hear. That's what I'm saying. You will never know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. No, I just heard they said, "Look, brother." I'm in Miami at the time, though.
You ain't tired of that, man?
Yeah.
As while Fulio was shutting down any involvement with Mitch passing, they would ask Fulio why his music was related to so much crime in Jacksonville, as the detectives were getting very frustrated that Fulio was staying quiet.
Do you think that your music or your ways or the way you conduct yourself through your music had anything to do with it?
No, because even before I rap, it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just say it's my music that by somebody, you get what I'm saying?
Okay, do you think it influenced someone or triggered someone, like the way y'all going back and forth? Do you feel that way?
No. A song can't make no do nothing, bro.
However, the most famous rapper that is looking at life in prison is Lil Durk, who's also trying to be released from jail right now. In case you missed it, a viral tweet read, "Durk's lawyers just submitted the sneakiest bond proposal I've ever seen. We're actually about to see him released before GTA 6. As the famous rap lawyer for workers named Mo would share this.
In the Lil Durk case, his lawyer Drew Finling not giving up on the application for a bond. Now, they were denied last week by a magistrate judge. In federal court, you have a magistrate judge and a district judge. The district judge is on top of the magistrate judge. So if the magistrate judge denies you can ask the district judge to take a look at it. That's what his lawyers are doing here. I think this is a good decision because, quite frankly, in front of the magistrate judge who denied Lil Durk, Drew Finling could have pulled a rabbit out of a hat and that magistrate judge would have remanded the rabbit. You have to consider the fact, and I hope the district judge will, that this case, as pled several months ago, has been significantly watered down in terms of how it's being pled against Durk, where you used to have an allegation that we, the government, are going to prove to you exactly who he paid the bounty to. Now the government's saying, oh, we're not going to be able to do that.
As mentioned by Mo, the fill-in judge denied Durk instantly. This is due to his case being a flat-out murder for hire, but it's what happened at his first bond hearing that will lead him to being released on his second try, as it begins with,
update on Lil Durk. He had his bond hearing today. He looked good. He looked like he was in good spirits. No crazy weight gain or anything like that. He looked good. The judge was on the same vibe she was on last time, which is that, wait, they're saying murder for hire. They're saying you put bounties up. They're saying you ordered. They're saying I'm saying that's going to be no bond. There's basically no argument you can make to this judge in a murder for hire case to get a bond. Is that the prosecution's case has taken two major hits. One, the prosecution has had to abandon their allegation that he rapped and celebrated about this murder, that he put these lyrics out talking about, oh yeah, I got you. You out here screaming, no, crying in the street. Prosecution had to back away from that allegation. It was proven false. They need that allegation.
As what will have him released is the prosecutors tearing down their own evidence against him, telling the judge they're no longer going to use the lyric evidence against Lil Durk and go in a different direction.
The other allegation they backed away from, which is huge, it shows the weakening of the case. Previously, the prosecution had alleged that Durk paid the bounty through one of his co-defendants, and they named the co-defendant. Now they backed off that allegation. They're not actually saying that Durk paid the bounty through the co-defendant or anyone else. And the fact that they're not saying that
suggests that previously they thought they were going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy, and now they know we're not going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy.
As he mentioned, the case is getting weaker for the prosecutors, who can't use Durk's lyrics anymore, but it's also why they charged him with something new. The news wrote, Lil Durk is now facing a new charge in his murder for hire case after being hit with a second superseding indictment yesterday. While prosecutors have removed mention of song lyrics, this ends up being terrible for Lil Durk, and allow me to explain. It reads, on Thursday, a California grand jury indicted Durk, born Dirk Banks. The rapper now faces a new charge of stalking resulting in death in connection with the passing of Quando's cousin. This is in addition to the previous charge with 1 count of interstate facilities to commit murder for hire, 1 count of conspiracy, as well as 1 count of using, carrying, and discharging firearms, and a machine firearm in possession resulting in death. However, the prosecutors have removed all mention of Durk referencing the murder in the song lyrics on the latest indictment. This is amazing news for Lil Durk. This is why his lawyers already submitted paperwork for the second bond hearing. But did you know Lil Durk's lawyer called the case a joke, as the feds only had lyric evidence against Durk, but then they just announced they're not even using it.
The case is as follows. So there was an indictment that did not name him, right? It named others, and then there was an unindicted person. And then 3 weeks later, that indictment was what's called the first superseding indictment, and it does name him. The indictment was identical, except the unnamed person now became Dirk Banks. And this is the really important part, Act. The second indictment, what's called the first superseding indictment, only had 1 new fact. It had 1 new fact, and that was it alleged that there was a video by Dirk that celebrated and monetized this.
Knowing there is very little evidence against Lil Durk, his lawyer Drew would then ask around the rap industry about these songs the feds wanted to use against Durk, and he realized these rap songs are very old and shouldn't even be used against him.
We got the indictment, we noticed, and we started hearing from people in the music world. People are like, this doesn't really make sense. That song, those lyrics were done a long time before that. I mean, we were hearing it from all different directions. We were hearing it from studio people. We were hearing it from people that wear suits to work every day, executives. Exactly, yep. And so we were like, we got to get to work here. We got to figure this out.
Due to all of this, Durk's lawyer would then flat out say they want to go the distance. But now with the new charges, this could be a terrible idea. This is why academics would then ask if Durk would entertain a plea deal. His lawyer says, absolutely not. We're going the entire way.
Likelihood of a plea. I think a lot of people have seen like this seems like it's a do or die thing. This is kind of like it's going to be like a 1 or 0 type of situation. You're either or you're not. Is Durk, from your understanding, or you as a lawyer right now, as his criminal attorney, are you open to possible conversations about plea deals? Are you thinking, no, we're going all the way? Would you entertain it? Just entertain it because that's your job to listen to it and maybe present it to Durk, or that's just off the table?
It's a conspiracy commitment case. It's an all or nothing case, and he did not participate in a conspiracy to commit. And so there is no alternative. It's a life sentence, potential life sentence. So this case is going to go to 12 people.
They are going all the way for one specific reason. Durk's lawyers are keeping this in their back pocket to end up winning the case in the end, explaining that all Lil Durk does online and in music is an expression of his First Amendment right.
There's a First Amendment argument here, right? That this violates the First Amendment. Can you talk about that?
Right, for sure. I mean, I'm expressing myself. I can say the things that I want to say in a rap record or any kind of record. And you could go back and there's country records and there are pop records and there are R&B records that talk about all kinds of things. It's just that there's this notion that with hip hop, quote, glorifying violence, that suddenly now we're going to use these things to prosecute them. But does that mean that the free speech, the First Amendment has gone away? No, absolutely not. He can absolutely rap about what he wants to rap about. And that doesn't mean just because the story is bad.
As it looks so good for Durk's lawyers, other lawyers online are saying he's going to be released just like Young Thug was.
We've seen it happen quite a bit. I don't know that I'd say it's been persuasive. I think the biggest example we look at is Young Thug. Down in Atlanta. They took a lot of his lyrics, and even though technically speaking, ultimately they got a conviction, he actually walked out on time served. Most of the people that were prosecuted didn't end up being convicted, and I don't think anybody would call that prosecution a successful prosecution. And so, you've got freedom of speech issues. Does it mean that just because I'm saying something in a rap song, and it typically is a rap song, does that mean that I actually did something? And this is an extra interesting twist here because Lil Durk's attorney is saying, well, this song's actually released months before.
However, these new Lil Durk charges could change everything, and let me explain. While they did drop the biggest coincidence evidence of all time, such as the lyrics of Durk rapping, "Look on the news and see your son screaming no, no," as Quando was on the news screaming no on the sidewalk.
And now the search is on for 3 people who police say
at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
It raises the question, how much evidence do they have against Dirk if they're able to just drop other evidence? After investigating through the court files, it's a lot. One update many forgot about reads in quote, over 230 gigs of digital evidence, which includes audio and video recordings and surveillance footage in 20,000 pages of reports, are currently being processed for discovery, as this all came from an OTF snitch. His name is Jam, and he allegedly supplied them with all the evidence. A court update read, the feds believe Lil Durk paid to get these two people dealt with. Number one, Stefan Mack, who got Lil Durk's brother D-Thang. Then number two, OTF Jam's baby mom. She passed away after Lil Durk found out he wore a wire around him. Feds believe OTF Jam is the key to putting Lil Durk in jail for all three crimes. As of right now, there's two new murder cases looming around Lil Durk's name, as it was this Instagram live where Durk noticed OTF Jam was wearing a wire. Jam is seen holding the top of his jacket, whispering in it.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, my whole dream changed. I ain't gonna lie to that like back in the day. Oh my! Give me that. Check on your man. Learn you got this head. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, when I was growing up, I never having a dare. Architect. I'm having a dare.
As this connects to a Lil Durk interview that he did months before being arrested, where he knew that OTF Jam was acting weird. It was announced Lil Durk has been playing 3D chess the entire time. He knew OTF Jam was going to cooperate.
I see shit from a mile away.
I don't think people realize that.
I can have a conversation with you for 5 seconds and know your is gonna cooperate.
As Durk would later speak on this, saying he doesn't even allow his friends to know where he lives, and he gives no information to anyone anymore. You can tell just how sad he is knowing Jam snitched.
Nobody's ever allowed to my house. It be our best friend never been in my house.
For real?
I promise.
Your best friend?
Promise. Like it's people like that I just don't allow around my girl and my kids, because it's like I'm just a different type. I'm not the have family night at Durk house tonight. It's the
everybody at Durk's crib.
Yeah, we got everybody getting watched. We gotta watch everybody. Hey, they go too close to them kids. You know what to do. Like that's how I play. Like I don't play.
In case you're unaware, OTF Jam is the same man Durk gave $50,000 to, but pay attention to the people in the background of this Instagram live.
What's his name? Steady crying. Huh? Steady crying. Feed him.
See that? For my baby. Y'all hold y'all babies, ain't it? I gotta hold my money like this. It's too much. Crazy though. Motherfuckers sitting up there doing all this, sneak this and the internet games and all this. Up some money, do something. Like we winning, bro. I can do it. Whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Not what I want to do, what I want. Y'all can't do that, bro.
Bro got out what?
You know that
How many you did off?
And the year I did it now?
Yeah. That's what it 12.
12.
That boy popped out 12 years.
Yeah.
So much money. We really just get in order to just figure out lanes, man, boy.
This was the first indication that OTF Jam was snitching. Those same men in the background of the entire IG live are the same men that were jewelry shopping with King Von.
Solitary.
Let's
go over there. Boss, you good? My boy.
They got real in here, man, because he just stepped in. The money maker stepped in.
Now, all of those men that were jewelry shopping with Vaughn and in the Instagram live are all currently behind bars awaiting trial alongside Lil Durk. Not only that, but they're pinning another murder case against Durk, showing this Instagram story where Durk writes, for D-Thang, aha. This was posted 30 minutes after Stefan Mack passed away, alongside this Instagram story where Lil Durk is laughing the following day.
You can't see other shit. What? Tweak on folks. Like somebody always said, slap car. Somebody always said, slap car.
But then with the help of DJ Academics' stream, the feds were able to pick up even more evidence where it's pretty much laid out that Durk says all of the crimes that OTF commits as his album names and song names. It gave the police everything they needed to originally arrest Lil Durk.
2020 Vaughn, 2021 his brother dies. 2022, the niggas who his brother, they get clapped. The two Vaughn, at least a cousin of theirs get clapped. 2023, he drops an album. I'm almost sealed. You ever think about that, Chad? It's like poetic. 2020, Vaughn dies. 2021, his brother dies. 2022, get back for both those situations. 2023, I'm almost sealed. Crazy, huh?
As it was originally that, what caused rumors to circulate that OTF members were snitching against Lil Durk, but in reality, Durk was self-snitching, as according to police records, there's only one OTF snitch, which is allegedly Jam.
No one know what's going on, but them people that's in them courtrooms, man. For real. Them be false accusations. Y'all don't even know what the be going on for real. Y'all really be trying to play Inspector Gadget and all this. Y'all just be weird as that's what I be talking about, man. Like, first y'all threw the Jams rumors out there. Now y'all talking about Vonnie a snitch, gang. A snitch on what? Y'all don't even really know what's going on for real. I'm my kids, y'all really just be running. And that's why I don't participate in nothing that got to do with nothing illegal. Because you motherfuckers, y'all be trying to get them put under the jail.
But it all isn't terrible for Lil Durk. A lawyer would predict his release date from jail.
So it all depends on the hunger of the U.S. attorney and the AUSA that's involved. And if they want this individual badly enough, they'll make very attractive deals for these individuals. What does a very attractive deal look like? I think they go for the lowest hanging fruit. Whoever, didn't actually guy, maybe someone that was involved that didn't actually, or someone that, but it didn't hit, they're going to have forensics. Yeah. So they'll take whoever is the least culpable, and I think that they'll approach him and make a deal with him, that'll be the most attractive. And if that guy doesn't make a deal, they'll move on to the next guy. So usually that's what happens, right? You go for the lowest hanging fruit first, the guy that you think will flip, the guy that didn't really have that much involvement.
Then it would be announced. Kodak Black's attorney Bradford Cohen says Durk has a chance to beat the King Von and Quando Rondo revenge case unless OTF testifies against him. He says, I'm hesitant to say they have a slam dunk case on Dirk Banks. I think they have a long way to prove the conspiracy against him.
When it comes to Dirk Banks, so far I've seen one text that says don't have them associate my name with any kind of flights that they're taking. Certainly that's not a good text, but is that the only text? Because that doesn't, that in itself doesn't stand on its own. Certainly it's circumstantial. But like I said, we have to wait and see what other evidence they have. If they have a snitch, if they have videotapes or audio tapes of him saying something, I think that's a lot different than, hey, just make sure you don't associate my name with these guys. So I'm hesitant to say that they have, a slam dunk case on Dirk Banks.
But while Young Thug was just released from jail, it seems like he's about to go back in. The feds, they won't take it lightly either.
You guys are flying. You're going over 100 miles an hour down the metro.
Can I please get a warrant? Please. But if I was a cop and the person told me, I might have slapped him. And I want to give you.
I want to slap
so bad. But you told me that your license, you just got your license back.
I seen one too many bodies.
I promise I won't do it again.
I seen one too many bodies, man. You know how many of those
In case you missed it, the news posted, Young Thug's legal troubles continue to bother him. Atlanta police target him well after being released from jail. As right after Young Thug did an interview speaking on his beef with Gunna, he was targeted by the feds.
I just like to help people,
One of those artists was Gunna. You guys did a ton of songs together.
Yeah.
Very successful on your label.
Yeah.
He was arrested about the same time as you. I think a lot of people wonder what that relationship is like now.
Yeah. I know everybody wondering that.
What's it like?
I don't know.
As this relates to his new song titled Money on Money featuring Future, where in the song he raps the lyrics, Brody you a rat, twin you a pack, as well as the lyrics, these guys telling for nothing, and I gotta be the one calling them friends. Ultimately revealing that he's not rocking with Gunna snitching in the courtroom, as when Gunna originally signed his plea deal in 2022, Young Thug first heard about it at a judge the following day, where he would then be seen banging his head on the table. Not being able to say anything to Gunna in the moment, what he would do after being released from jail is gonna result in Young Thug going right back. A viral tweet reads, I'm sorry, but there's no way Young Thug stays out of jail while also being a rapper. The lyrics you need to use to keep fans engaged breaks his probation every time. As DJ Academics predicted this already happening, it would be announced. Academics speaks on Young Thug getting released and says the stipulations are a setup for the court to put Young Thug back into jail, explaining that it's all a setup for him to eventually fail his probation, then go to prison for 20 years.
I know some of his fans think he beat the case. He definitely didn't beat the case. Beat the case means you got no stipulations. The Young Thug thing is a win, but it's also a huge setup. If you gonna tell me that they're gonna monitor him on a probationary basis for 15 years, can't be in Atlanta, can't communicate with co-defendants or members, he can't rap about, he can't promote any music that has to do with what they believe is activity. But he's always gonna talk about him and he's doing his thing. They might consider that activity. He might be like, it's like, we going to the park getting lit. We going to the club getting lit. They might be like, oh no, you talking about it. So, we celebrating right now because I think we could all see, if you follow that trial at all, whether you're a fan of Thug or not, you can see the pain, you can see this was going through it. Like, he gained a lot of weight. Everybody knows Thug was not that weight. So we happy he got out, but we definitely got to be very cognizant of how it's going to play out.
But everything would go crazy after a news report of Wack 100 says he has 2 hours of footage of Gunna telling on Young Thug in an interrogation room, making many believe the feds are getting ready for another YSL case.
Hey, Gunna,
Hey, Gunna, listen. I'm putting it together. I'm gonna give you some time. I don't know, 24 hours, 12 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 1 hour. I don't know. I'm gonna give you some time though, Gunna, for you to go ahead on and confess. Confess to the world about all the telling you did. You know that interrogation? Yeah. Guess who got it? 2 hours? Boy, you was in there talking more than Hurricane Katrina. The only thing he did wrong was let him record him. You know what I'm talking about.
As Young Thug would actually give this his attention, doing a small Instagram live, saying some surprising words, but not mentioning a single name.
Stink, I miss you.
I miss you too. What you doing?
Nothing, bored. You don't like him?
No, let me see if I'm up in the room.
Cause you was being mean. He felt your energy.
Man, I don't need to play I Fly Over LA. Is that?
You ain't gonna touch him.
With the entire world then in a frenzy, DJ Academics would leak information that Young Thug was making several calls with rappers in the industry, all telling them to avoid Gunna while he was still in lockup.
The streets are so atrocious. Young Thug told everybody that Gunna was a snitch. I'm telling you this, I don't give a if you believe me. That's what he sent to, or he sent a message to Dirk, Baby. There's a few other rappers that just won't call their names, just because some of them just told me in privacy. All of them rappers start not with Gunna, speaking out, they're chilling away. Thug got out, Gunna kind of hot. It ain't like you're trying to really like jump and work with Gunna, but
as with this then going viral online, Young Thug knew he had to respond again, hopping on another Instagram live for a very short period, just laughing.
I'm gonna laugh. I just jumped on here to let you ladies know that yes, a goat can go live. Whoa! What's up? Who up right now? What's up? Who up right now?
What seemed like a semi-friendly back and forth happening, it felt like the entire world stood still when it would be announced. The head of Georgia's PD Council gang unit says his office is preparing to defend against a potential 4PF RICO, as the official paperwork name drops Lil Baby. But what's even scarier is at the court hearing for it, the police would mention the evidence. An investigator wrote, "Investigator is on the stand. We are now listening to the wiretapped phone calls. Someone mentioned that Lil Baby had tickets on some people's heads," meaning that Lil Baby was placing money to have people dealt with, similar to Lil Durk's M for Hire.
Like, come on, bro, you know what's finna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you know what I'm saying? They ain't even like that, man. They got tickets on a lot of these folks, I'm telling you.
We just heard somebody say that these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about the tickets?
The unidentified male that was being referred to as Unc.
And you're speaking with Mr. Sanders?
Correct.
And what, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean on somebody's head? What's that?
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested? And who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Jones had wanted to have people harmed.
Correct.
All right, moving on.
Now, rappers would begin reacting. First Young Thug, now Lil Baby. They're being played by that Atlanta DA. Y'all Atlanta rappers be careful, as this is the exact same Atlanta DA that tried to get Young Thug. But it's also the same Atlanta DA that Gunna made his plea deal with. As the news would then reveal an important update reading, Lil Baby has been taken into county jail for questioning on the passing of Jacody Davis and Lamont Freeman. Police question why he closed 4PF after the crime took place.
Atlanta police are blaming a local rapper's music video for the deaths of two teen-year-olds, and a $50,000 reward is being offered for more information. So far, 7 people have already been arrested.
Between the bullets, it was nothing but bullets, pop, 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 pop.
At least 25 shots fired.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was just a concert. I was waiting for Little Baby to come buy my tacos up.
It would then be announced, Lil Baby reveals that he ended his record label 4PF to avoid it being labeled as a street team, but he ended up doing it in the most suspicious way possible.
First 4 Packs 4 had to come to an end. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. When you say of course, I mean, why you say of course?
Because it's all shit that be going on. And I had to start learning that, like, other people's actions I could be held accountable for.
Right.
I ain't know all that at first. You know what I'm saying? I never would have went that route, but I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Now that I know, I'd be a fool to just keep the same thing going. They trying to make something out of something that it ain't.
Right.
Like, if I got any kind of control of, hey, we're gonna switch that whole thing up. It ain't even just about the police. It's just period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never was supposed to make my label something that I talk about.
As the entire internet would begin pointing their fingers at Gunna, so much so that Gunna's lawyer spoke out, making it clear that Young Thug and Lil Baby aren't being targeted because of Gunna's plea deal. He would write, "I was Gunna's attorney, but I am not speaking on his behalf. This long post is solely to set the truth. Gunna did not cooperate and did nothing and even said nothing to affect Thug's case."
And you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in Berkeley.
Yes, sir.
You were present along with Jeffrey Williams, where an item and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, sir.
He spent 8 months in jail and he was released in December 2022 after entering an Alford plea. Gunna's plea could not and was not used at Thug's trial, and he was never even named as a witness. He received a 5-year suspended sentence with no reporting, no travel restrictions, no living restrictions, and no probation. Over the last 2 years, from media outlets, he has performed all over the world. He achieved international fame and recognition and earned millions of dollars. Conversely, Thug went to trial and he eventually pled guilty in Nolo after spending 30 months in jail. He received 15-year probation with reporting conditions and is not even allowed to leave Atlanta. Those that have and continue to badmouth Gunna get over it, enough said. As a fan's reply to Gunna's lawyer would then go viral. It would read, "Once y'all really learn the effects of Gunna snitching in that YSL trial, then you'll realize why Thug and Baby will never be cool with him again. Go learn, as I'll teach you it right now." It goes and reads, "The Atlanta Police Department is calling out Lil Baby, says his actions led to the passing of 2 young individuals last summer. During a press conference on Wednesday, February 26, the Atlanta PD announced 7 arrests have been made in connection to the passing of Jacody Davis and Lamont Freeman. Major Ralph stated the incidents were a part of a gang war that started at Lil Baby's music video shoot last May, where 3 people were injured, where he strongly says this team will work relentlessly to hold you accountable," referring to Lil Baby.
The investigation aspect of this, Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang ultimately took his life. Gang was orchestrated by adults in our city, and cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
As this is where fans find it very odd. Lil Baby recorded a music video on an ops block outside of a taco stand, but there was a lady that was featured on the news that was actually the one to tell the ops that Lil Baby was there. She posted on her Facebook that Lil Baby's at her taco shop, 3 cars deep, recording a music video.
Where y'all at? We over here kicking it. We got Lil Baby shooting a video around here. You know how we do it, that snapping taco. Baby, there he go, there he go. Y'all see him? He came to get him some tacos, baby. Y'all better pull up, because you already know how we do this type of tacos, baby.
According to police, the ops weren't even aware that Lil Baby was there. It was her Facebook video that got the attention of them, making them pull up with firearms. But what's scary is the feds are blaming Lil Baby and not the woman, as fans end up relating this to the trap the Atlanta DA, Fannie Willis, has been placing on rappers in Atlanta. As only 1 week after Gunna took his plea deal, it would be announced, Lil Baby was arrested Monday night for carrying a concealed firearm without a permit. He was sent to the Clark County Detention Center, being held on a $5,000 bail.
I need 20 bands, call the number for me. Hey, security, the black guy, call the number for me. Locking me up for a term, but I got license. Security, I give you 200 bands a year. I swear to God, security. Security, I give you 200 bands a year. You don't make 200 bands here. And leave my check leave at 19. Nah, check me good. I got to my nuts. Check me good. You on the camera? I got my nuts. Check me good. I got to let me in that costume. That's everything.
As fans believe this was a warning for what was actually written in Gunna's plea deal. But it gets a lot deeper than this, as only 8 months after, academics then revealed on stream that the name 4PF is now listed on the same RICO document that YSL was on.
I've heard 2 of them. I've heard the 2 of them. They're like, yo, these are going first, then these are going first. I've heard the names. And I don't know if I should say it. Again, I got nothing to do with no investigation for nothing, whatever. But these are top rappers. Well, one's a top rapper. The other one, matter of fact, I'll do the segment without saying the name. I'll just say this. I believe you know who the obvious name is. They're in Atlanta. They go by three letters. They've been popping. One of the top, I would say, 3 rappers in the game.
But now with the YSL trial over, Academics was finally able to reveal everything, as Lil Baby's recent arrests almost seemed like a warning for a massive RICO charge coming his way. And the rumor is that young Thug, seeing as he grew up with Lil Baby in Atlanta, could be tied in.
I'm going to tell you some things that you're going to have to take my word or don't believe it. It's fine. I don't care either or. When Fonnie Willis started targeting YSL, Fonnie Willis had a bunch of people to target. She wanted Thug. She got YFN. So she got YSL, YFN. Eventually, they were going to get to 4PF. That's one of the reasons they changed her names, by the way. Except, from what I heard, the feds told them, it's okay. We got it. So the feds told him, like, it's okay if you dismiss the charge. So they didn't go that hard with trying to get dirt, especially after Vaughn died. They dropped that case. They dropped it. But the feds has realized we won't get dirt eventually. Doing the math? You see why Lil Baby was moving the way he been? Because Lil Baby hasn't been on Fed watch. He's been on county state watch.
The Atlanta DA wasn't successful targeting Young Thug. It could be likely she tries Lil Baby next, as the evidence supporting that claim is only 1 month after Gunna snitched out. Lil Baby was arrested again. This time was for an illegal window tint, with the official footage being released online.
Huh?
Easy,
Man,
what's good, boy? Salute, Reggie, salute.
I'm a celebrity, man. Nobody can't see me. Give me my teeth. Let me ride.
I don't know what celebrity you are.
I'm not picking my teeth. Let me ride. I can't have nobody seeing me right here. I'm gonna let my window up.
Oh yeah, you look, you good, but you can't have that tinted window, man.
All right, give me teeth. Have a good day, man.
Now, who are you? You say you
My name Lil Baby.
Okay, I just need you to sign right here, okay?
Not paying. You don't want to have these. You gotta have tents in that level. You for crazy. I take a ticket and somebody fuck me home.
Put a 32.
Huh?
You put a 32. If you got a medical exception, you can get a 10.
Now, in the body cam footage, Lil Baby was only given a ticket. However, many online notable sources claim once the police officer handed Lil Baby the ticket, then went back to his cruiser to submit the ticket into the police system, Lil Baby's name was then flagged in the system. An officer just further down that exact same street would then pull Lil Baby over again, but this time arresting him and bringing him into the jail without reasoning, almost sorta like a warning. This resulted in Lil Baby having to fly his lawyer out, trying to get bailed out that same night. But a rapper being targeted for murder, which is a life sentence, is Snoop Dogg. In case you missed it, the news wrote, new updates are happening in Tupac's murder case. Rappers in the industry from Snoop Dogg, Suge Knight, and Diddy are about to be arrested and questioned, where it's likely this interview from Snoop Dogg that made the feds begin to wonder his involvement.
You were with Tupac, though, in regards to Tupac. I heard a story, did you give him different advice that night on where to go?
I didn't give him no advice.
Right.
We wasn't seeing eye to eye.
Right.
So
saying during the Tyson.
Yeah, this incident that I'm explaining to you right now was the day before that.
Okay.
So when they got to Vegas, they went their way, I went back. I mean, when we got to LA, they went to Vegas and I went home. That's why I wasn't in the car with them.
Revealing that he was supposed to be in the BMW with Tupac and Suge on that night in Las Vegas, but some last minute changes, he suddenly didn't go. As the Tupac murder case is now being reinvestigated by a new Las Vegas police force, as new technology is creating new leads on who's guilty. At the time, 2 decades ago, Snoop Dogg was heavily tapped into the streets. Many speculate that he could have received a tip that Tupac was going to be targeted on that night, which led to him avoiding getting in that car. The feds then found another interview from Snoop where he claims that 2 days before Tupac died, he felt like Tupac hated him.
I said a week before we was best of friends. 2 days before I don't think he liked me.
Why?
Because we was in New York and it happened. New York, they shot at me and did all kind of shit to me, like just the worst you could think of. And I forgave him. And went and did an interview and was asked, how do I feel about Puffy and Biggie? And I was like, I want to do some music with him. And I just rubbed Cuz the wrong way, like, try to me, I at you, and you tell me what you want to do a song with him. I wasn't thinking about his emotions. I was thinking about the way I felt at the time. I wasn't into no controversy. I liked the music. They was our friends. We was all friends at one point. There's video footage of all of us hanging out.
With the entire internet going into a frenzy, millions of fans would begin investigating it, but one viral thread would stand out from the others, which revolves around Snoop Dogg getting word that Tupac was allegedly a Fed. Now, an interview from an officer revealed Tupac was an industry plant with a job of stopping the beef between the red and blue street teams.
Well, it turns out when I talked to Tupac's longtime mentor, political mentor, former Black Panther Chokwe Lumumba, who was his first business manager, he's told me, I basically asked, well, was Tupac only pretending to be or to appeal to gangs and politicize them? And he said yes. And that was part of his thug life agenda they came up with his imprisoned stepfather, Mutulu Shakur. And so Tupac was just using that in order to get the leaders to call peace truces, first in Los Angeles, then throughout California, and then throughout the country. And that was why he was pretending to be this type. And really, he was just an intellectual prodigy.
Then with the plan obviously not working, he suddenly passed away. But it makes sense as to why Snoop didn't want to go near him in Las Vegas on that night. But this thread also broke down every single piece of evidence that relates to Tupac still being alive, which is why the Tupac murder case was never even investigated by police until today. It starts with a 2010 interview from a rapper named Tretch, where things get very odd. In 2010, Tretch was interviewed on the topic of Tupac before a concert. Tretch and Tupac were very close friends back in the day. They even worked worked on a few albums together, but here's where it gets interesting. After Treach's interview, the cameraman forgot to stop recording. He placed his camera onto the floor, and in the footage, you can hear the interviewer asking Treach about Tupac, to which he responds, "Last time I saw him, he was in Cuba."
So if you ain't ready for it, get on the sidewalk.
One last question. Nobody knows.
Then only 2 weeks later, a video would be released onto a news website showing a video of Tupac supposedly chilling in a parking lot inside of Cuba.
Outlaw and Reg from Holla Back, just trying to be friendly and get autographs. Holla Back exclusive, baby. Holla Back.
Now, this created the Tupac is alive in Cuba theory, and ever since, it's been the biggest theory. But now in 2025, with new technology, what's being found is truly scary. As Suge Knight agrees that Tupac is alive and well. He said so in many interviews over the course of the last 2 decades, but one interview in particular makes a very convincing case that he is still here. Tupac was allegedly doing fine in the hospital right before he passed away. Suge Knight says, "When I left that hospital, me and Tupac were laughing and joking. I don't see how someone can turn from doing so well to doing bad."
I mean, when I left that hospital, me and Pac was laughing and joking. So I don't see how somebody can turn from doing well to doing bad.
So you seriously think that he might still be alive?
I'm saying this Pac, you never know.
But according to police records, they wrote that Tupac was supposedly in a very deep sleep. So how in the world would he and Suge be laughing if Tupac was unconscious? It doesn't seem to add up in the moment. But when you compare it to another 2008 interview from Suge, he said the exact same thing. He is alive and that he's well.
So he was conscious on the way to the hospital.
He was conscious on the way to the hospital. He was conscious in the ambulance. He was conscious after they did surgery.
What was the last thing that he said to you?
In a 10-year span, Suge Knight stood on business saying the exact same thing, that Tupac is alive and well. But after that 2008 interview, Suge would almost lose his life at a nightclub when a man used a firearm in his direction 6 times. Suge Knight was hesitant to tell the police anything, as he immediately knew that it was likely due to him talking about Tupac during a public interview. But what's scarier is, Suge Knight Jr. made the exact same mistake. Suge Knight's son would take it to Instagram in 2018, saying that Tupac was alive and that he was living in Malaysia. Then after Suge Jr. posted this, another photo to Instagram showing a text conversation where someone said, "You have said too much. It's now time for you to go." This is when Suge Jr. would begin panicking, posting several photos of Tupac alongside modern-day celebrities like 50 Cent and Beyonce, making it truly seem like someone was going after him, as on the photo with Tupac and Beyonce, he captioned it, "He never left us, but they'll be after me soon." While some do believe it was a publicity stunt for Suge Jr. to gain clout, others believe that it was factual, as he would be the one to know more about the case than anyone else in the world, considering who his father is, and that his father was right there at the scene of the crime. But when investigating the actual crime, this is where you start to notice the holes in the story. And let me explain. As on September 7th, 1996, Tupac was in Las Vegas with the head of his record label named Suge Knight. The two were off to the MGM Grand to watch a Mike Tyson match, as after it was over, they spotted an op in the lobby of the hotel.
Suge Knight and their entourage went to the Mike Tyson the MGM Grand. Keefy D and his nephew, Orlando Wayne Anderson, and 2 of their friends were also there. Keefy D told LAPD Detective Greg Kading more than a decade ago in a proffer that couldn't be used against him. The thing was retaliation after Tupac jumped Orlando and up at the casino. Surveillance cameras recorded the fight. Tupac was angry that Lane had stolen his necklace years prior in Compton. Tupac, Suge Knight, and the entourage left the casino quickly.
Security would end up breaking up the altercation between Tupac, Suge, and the ops. But Tupac and Suge would then go back to their hotel to change. The two would then go off to a club to party it up for the night. At around 11 p.m., the two began driving to Suge Knight's club, where things would go down right in the middle of the street.
Knew about Tupac's concert at the Club 662. Members, including Orlando and Keith D, jumped in their white Cadillac and started cruising the strip looking for the offender. Before long, they finally spotted Tupac's caravan. At the intersection of East Flamingo Boulevard and Koval Lane, the white Cadillac pulled alongside the black BMW with Suge on the driver and Tupac on the passenger seats. The back window of the Cadillac rolled twice in the chest, once in the arm, once in the thigh.
The aftermath of the incident was a mystery for over a decade. The police investigated countless interviews, but it was one interview in particular that stood out. This would be none other than a man named Keefy D. He was featured on DJ Vlad's show. During his interview, he would detail the moments of finding Tupac and pulling up on him.
And Bubble Up was the driver, and Baby Lane and Freaky were in the backseat.
We were just all in the car together.
This was the white Cadillac.
Yeah.
So you guys are driving around, and then you hear these girls say, "Tupac, Tupac."
Got to the light. He's gonna go drink, and he happened to be hanging out the window. He's hanging out the window like he was in parade.
Tupac.
Yeah, he was.
So what happens next? You said that as you're driving up towards the BMW, with Suge driving and Tupac in the passenger seat.
Now, Keefe D would then go into detail, speaking that Tupac was only targeted because he was the one reaching for his firearm first when he was stopped at the red light.
You said that as you're driving up towards the BMW with Suge driving and Tupac in the passenger seat, and you said that Tupac pulled out.
It looked like he was reaching, yeah. Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you actually?
No, once he got the region, I got the junction.
So someone from your car started at Tupac and Suge.
As Tupac already knew that something was going to go down. He was getting ready, but sadly he wasn't fast enough. But later on, Keefe D would then have to show proof that anything he's saying is legitimate. He would then release an interrogation with the police on the night the crime occurred, confirming that that was actually him at the scene.
Lane starts. You say Suge looks over, he sees you. He looks right at you.
Yeah, he looks.
Okay. When he looks over at you, and then Tupac's busy getting. Evidently, the story is Tupac's trying to either get out
in the back seat or something.
Yeah, what do you see happening inside their car?
I seen him going Suge again. I thought he.
So Orlando been prostrate.
He leaned over on the window, we rolled down the window.
Now that the police had a main suspect, they would then investigate further. They would end up finding Keefe D's reaction to Tupac passing away, showing his true emotions.
To the community wild.
Yeah, I hate that happens.
On the community wild.
I really do, man. If a lot of people lives, dude. It happened.
On the community wild, monkey man. So on community wild.
That was wrong, man. It was just purely wrong. You know what I'm saying? I wish it never happened. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion on it. It never happened, dude.
However, this is where it gets truly weird. Keefe D wrote an entire book on being involved in Tupac's passing. It's titled Compton Street Legend. He also did countless interviews hinting towards being in the crime. But why is he now just being arrested for it after decades? Fans believe that it's a cover-up, that Tupac is still alive. So they'll just throw an elderly man in jail that was seen at the crime and think nothing of it. At the end of the day, you have to remember it's Hollywood. So knowing that, do you believe Tupac is alive, or is he sadly passed away? However, Lil Baby is about to face a RICO charge. Did you know the life and music career of Lil Baby is now over after the police called him out for a RICO? It would be announced. The head of Georgia's PD Council's gang unit says his office is preparing to defend against a potential Fort PF RICO. When this was announced in court, even an investigator wrote, "Investigator is on the stand. We are listening to wiretap calls. Someone mentioned that Lil Baby had tickets on some people's heads. This means Lil Baby placed money on people to have them dealt with, very similar to Lil Durk's M for Hire." As academics would explain, the city of Atlanta is getting ready to pursue a Fort PF RICO.
So there's this journalist. He's out of Atlanta. Well-reputed journalist. His name is George Cheedy. Like, he was a person who was very accurate on predicting that YSL was going to get indicted in the RICO. He's an Atlanta journalist, certified. He's really good. He came out and he said that the Atlanta Public Defenders Council, like the office, they're basically their specialized unit for Georgia's Public Defender's Office, the unit that specializes on gang cases, says the office is actively preparing for a racketeering indictment on the 4PF and OMF case. And I don't know what OMF is, and that he expects Lil Baby to be indicted.
As this would be confirmed inside a court. Similar to Lil Durk's M for Hire, it would be announced gang investigator Marissa placed the wiretap in court that alleges Atlanta rapper Lil Baby putting money on people's heads. In the video, Marissa says Dominique Jones put money on people's heads, which is Lil Baby's real name.
Like, come on, bro, you know what's gonna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you know what I'm saying? They ain't like that, man. They got tickets on a lot of these folks.
We just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about tickets?
The unidentified male that was being referred to as Unc.
And you're speaking with Mr. Sanders?
Correct.
And what, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by, what do you mean on somebody's head? What is that?
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested?
Okay.
And who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Jones had wanted to have people harmed.
Correct.
All right, moving on.
This even got the attention of Young Thug, who tweeted, "Biggest liar in the DA office," while exposing what Marissa looks like, calling her a liar. As DJ Academics would explain further Marissa's involvement on trying to lock up Lil Baby.
So there's someone named Marissa Viverito. This person was a undercover cop. Now, what she testified to and spoke to is related to the Lil Baby 4PF. So 4PF were beefing with these guys called OMF, which is part of this like bigger like gang called like Goodfellas. And those guys, some of them got indicted federally. Remember when Lil Baby shot the music video in that hood? These guys, they shot the music video that Lil Baby was at. Allegedly, some 4PF dudes went to go shoot. to retaliate, and then they came back to spin back on Lil Baby, or not Lil Baby, let's just say 4PF. The investigator that was supposed to be undercover is someone named Marissa Viverito. She testified to a few things. Yo, these OMF dudes are beefing with 4PF. We got wiretaps, so this is how you know an indictment definitely is coming.
This would end up getting the attention of Snoop Dogg, who would say, first Young Thug, now Lil Baby, being played by that Atlanta DA. Y'all rappers be careful out there, as the news would then reveal an important update saying, and quote, Lil Baby was taken into county jail for questioning on the passing of Jacody Davis and Lamont Freeman. Police questioned why he closed 4PF after the crime took place, as this made Lil Baby look extremely suspicious, as he would close 4PF after 2 individuals passed away at a 4PF music video. As it would be shared, Lil Baby reveals he ended his record label 4PF to avoid it being labeled as a street team.
First 4 Pockets 4 had to come to an end. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. When you say of course, I mean, why you say of course?
Because all shit that be going on, and I had to start learning that like other people's actions, I could be held accountable for.
Right.
I ain't know all that at first. You know what I'm saying? I never would have went that route, but I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Now that I know, I'd be a fool to just keep the same thing going. They trying to make something out of something that it ain't. Right. Like, if I got any kind of control of, hey, we're gonna switch that whole thing up. It ain't even just about the police. It's just period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never was supposed to make my label something that I talk about.
As this viral tweet would then go around saying, and quote, if Lil Baby does get RICO'd, his career is just dead. Bro's music is already hanging on by a thread. As DJ Academic said the exact same thing.
Man, you better listen. I don't know if Young Thug's still just on a vacation. Tell him you need him. You need him for a verse, a song. You probably need him to pop out his roll out for you because it would have made it all better. You need it. Okay, please. Yo, the crazy thing is Lil Baby confidently be previewing these. It's like, yo, you're hot. Yo, chat, I feel like the Monstars hopped out of one of them New Jersey drones and grabbed Lil Baby and shook the talent out of him. I don't know what I'm hearing thus far, chat.
But regardless, it looks like Lil Baby's life is over due to what happened next. The police would write a statement saying, the Atlanta Police Department is calling out Lil Baby, saying his actions led to the passing of the 2 young individuals last summer. The press conference on Wednesday had the Atlanta PD announcing 7 arrests have been made in connection to the passing of Jacody and Lamont. Major Ralph stated the incidents were a part of a gang war that started with an incident at Lil Baby's music video shoot last May, where 3 people were injured. While the police would then say, this team will work relentlessly to hold you accountable, the officer said, referring to Lil Baby.
The investigation aspect of this, Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang ultimately took his life. Gang was orchestrated by adults in our city, and cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw, and ultimately, the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
As this was then even being broadcasted on the local news.
Atlanta police are blaming a local rapper's music video for the deaths of 2 teen-year-olds, and a $50,000 reward is being offered for more information. So far, 7 people have already been arrested.
Between the bullets, it was nothing but bullets, pop, 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 pop.
At least 25 shots fired.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was just a concert. I was waiting for Little Baby to come buy my tacos up.
The woman featured in the news clip is very important. Lil Baby recorded a music video on an ops block outside of her taco store. However, that same lady told the ops that Lil Baby was there, posting on her Facebook that Lil Baby's at the taco shop 3 cars deep recording a music video.
Where y'all now? We over here kicking in. We got Lil Baby shooting a video around here. You know how we do it, that slapping taco. Baby, there he go, Y'all see him? He came to get him some tacos, baby. Y'all better pull up. Because you already know how we doing this type of tacos, baby.
As according to the police, the ops weren't even aware that Lil Baby was there filming. It was actually her Facebook video that got the attention of them, making them pull up with firearms, clearing the scene. But what's scary is the feds are blaming Lil Baby. This resulted in a viral tweet that shared, the Atlanta DA wasn't successful getting Young Thug. Watch, she will now go target Lil Baby and use him as an example for the rest of the rappers who are supplying their gangs with fame, money, and items for street crimes. But what's not talked about nearly enough, as this was already exposed by a close whistleblower to 4PF. Right after Lil Baby's Wham album was released, it shared, Lil Baby's new album Wham was a rush release due to legal battles coming his way. Him closing 4PF was the first sign of this, as the feds already warned the public about Lil Baby's involvement in Atlanta crimes.
An in-depth investigation. Recent months, you've had 2 high-profile record-carrying cases. There could be more.
Over the next 60 days, you'll see 2 more.
as DJ Academics revealed the trap the Atlanta DA Fannie Willis was placing on rappers. As after she revealed the trap, 1 week later it would be announced, Lil Baby was arrested Monday night for carrying a concealed firearm without a permit. He was then sent to the Clark County Detention Center, being held on a $5,000 bail.
I need 20 bands, call the number for me. Hey, security, call the number for me. Locking me up for a but I got a license. Security, I need 200 bands a year. I swear to God, security. Security, I need 200 bands a year. You don't make 200 bands here. Hey, lady, my check is at 19. Nah, check me good. I got to my nuts. Check me good. You on the camera? I got to my nuts. Check me good. I got to. All right, y'all let me that car shoot myself again. Y'all fire.
But it actually gets a lot deeper than this, and let me explain. Only 8 months ago after that arrest, Academics revealed on stream, while showing the official file, that 4PF was on the same RICO document that YSL was on.
I've heard two of them. Like, I've heard the two of them. They're like, yo, these are going first, then these are going first. I've heard the names. And I don't know if I should say it. Again, I got nothing to do with no investigation for nothing, whatever. But these are top rappers. Well, one's a top rapper. The other one, matter of fact, I'll do the segment without saying the name. I'll just say this. I believe you know who the obvious name is. They're in Atlanta. They go by three letters. They've been popping. One of the top, I would say, 3 rappers in the game.
But now in present day, with the YSL case over, Academics then revealed everything else. He would reveal Lil Baby's recent arrests are like a warning for a massive RICO charge coming his way.
I'm going to tell you some things that you're going to have to take my word or don't believe it. It's fine. I don't care either or. When Fonnie Willis started targeting YSL, Fonnie Willis had a bunch of people to target. She wanted Thug. She got YFN. So she got YSL, YFN. Eventually, they were going to get to 4PF. That's one of the reasons they changed their names, by the way. Except, from what I heard, the feds told them, it's okay. We got it. So the feds told him, like, it's okay if you dismiss the charge. So they didn't go that hard with trying to get Dirk, especially after Von died. They dropped that case. They dropped it, but the feds has realized we gonna get Dirk eventually. Doing the math? You see why Lil Baby was moving the way he been? Because Lil Baby hasn't been on Fed watch. He's been on county state watch.
Making it that the Atlanta DA wasn't successful targeting Young Thug, making it likely she's gonna be getting Lil Baby next. As this was even confirmed, Lil Baby was arrested for an illegal window tint, with the official footage being released online.
Huh? Man, you know why I pull you over. These windows, they're tinted. You can't see nothing.
I'm a celebrity, man. Nobody can't see me. Give me my ticket. Let me ride.
I don't know what celebrity you are.
I'm not taking my ticket. Let me ride home. I can't have nobody seeing me right here. Let my window up.
Oh, yeah, you good, but you can't have that tinted window, man.
All right, they give me a ticket. Have a good day, man.
Now, who are you? You say you
My name is Baby.
Okay, I just need you to sign right here, okay?
Now, pen. You don't want to have these. You gotta have tickets in that level. You for crazy. I take a ticket and somebody if I went home.
Put a 32.
Huh?
You can put a 32. If you got a medical exception, you can get it sent.
At the end of the footage, Lil Baby received a ticket for his window tint. He would continue driving on that exact same street, but at the same time, his name going into the official police system due to a ticket being given, where his name would then be flagged. An officer further down the street would then pull over Lil Baby again, but this time he took him into jail for an unknown reason, almost feeling like a kind of warning by the feds that Lil Baby, you're on our radar, as Lil Baby would have to be bailed out that night. As with all of the recent arrests, Lil Baby feels like he's being targeted, likely by a best friend who snitched on him, which is why when Young Thug was released from jail, they both started dissing Gunna immediately. Thug tweeted, "Wham, let's drop one on these rats," with the name Wham referring to Lil Baby, who's been firm on dissing Gunna. Lil Baby responded, "We should." The following day later, Thug would then tweet again, saying, and I quote, "Gunna, stop acting like we're friends on the internet. I don't know you." Getting the attention of Gunna and his brother, who would say, "Trust and believe, the feeling is mutual." But later on that night, Thug would link up with T.I., where he would say in the video that he's home and that he's did it the right way out.
Hey man, what you got to tell these people?
Back.
You feel me?
You did.
Hey man, ain't no cap in it.
No cap in my right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right way.
It's time.
Right way, man.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right way.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
And go tell that.
But Academics would reveal the feds are always one step ahead. The feds already predicted all of this going down, which is why they gave Thug a plea deal out of prison. It would be shared. Academics speaks on Thug getting released and says the stipulations are a setup for the court to put Young Thug back into jail, explaining how it's a setup for Thug to eventually fail, go to prison for 20 years, but they also know Lil Baby would take his side, where the Atlanta DA would then be able to trap both Young Thug and Lil Baby at the exact same time, which is obviously working now.
I know some of his fans.
Hey, that's crazy, yeah. I gotta get this nigga because this nigga wanna keep playing with me, boo. And this don't got nothing to do with Bunky, man. But this is the reason why your little dumb ass can't come over here, fool. This the reason why I don't allow you. This the reason why I blocked you, fool. Like, I don't understand why you keep wanting to play with me, dog. Like, why you keep fucking with me, fool? Like, I ain't even fucking with you, bro. I ain't doing none of that shit with you. Your ass just keep on fucking with me, fool. You know what I'm saying? You just keep on fucking with me, dog. Keep on fucking with me. Now I'm gonna show why you don't. Cause I ain't gonna be in here that long, man. I've been in here long enough already. I'm gonna show why you can't come over here no more, sisters. You wanna play with my picture and all that other shit. You wanna cloud chase on me. I'm gonna show the world why you can't come over here. Hold on real fast. Hold on. I'm gonna show you why you can't come over here no more, bro. And then, at the same time, your little dumbass disrespecting my black women like this because you got some issues going on with you, or whatever it is. That's your problem, fool. As soon as I get some black women over here, you want to come act fool and shit, my nigga. Come on, bro. Let me make it, fool. Take your ass on, man. I think this is right here. Wait, this is. Hold on, let me make sure, fool. This nigga is this right here. Better show it to y'all, bro. This nigga's a clown, fool. Like, bro, you're a clown. I'm finna show you. I'm finna show you what happened when you fuck with strong black women. Just sit back real fast. Monkey man, you watch this. Same clout chasing ass nigga, man. Same clout chasing ass.
Later and raided again, and then raided a mansion and that was recently purchased and some traps in Oak Cliff. One thing that stood out to me in all that information is documentation or some form of evidence that it was a house that was, where organized a murder for hire came up in the paperwork.
And that nigga turned the camera on.
Did you notice that? It's on the paperwork.
But what I noticed was crazy is all these little niggas that all got them deals and that's all having that money that rapping, they all was trapping in the same places. That's crazy.
Yo, look, I'm not from Texas.
Okay, let me drop one more thing before I go. I gotta go. One more thing. There cannot be a new Dallas, quote unquote. I wasn't supposed to say that.
I heard the dude Dallas talk too, nigga.
Okay, there cannot be a new Dallas without Fort Worth. There cannot be a new Dallas without Houston. So is the intention to move out the rappers or whatever in these surrounding areas? And so is this a sacrifice? Is the new Dallas really the beginning of a sacrifice? Get with the program and get out.
But tell them where the new Dallas name came from. Tell them who said all this new Dallas talk.
I mean, they'll bring it. It's been out.
Yeah, it's been out.
That's coming right now. It's coming with a zillionaire dough in Yo Gotti since Yo Gotti is relocating to Dallas.
Trap Boy Freddie said it too. Go look at the Big Facts interview that he just did. He kept saying that in the Big Facts.
because a zillionaire dough was with him before he was with Gotti.
Yep.
And so was Yella. I mean, so they all was saying it. So that means that they tied in with Jay Prince, Montage. I mean, we just got to stay woke.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to stay woke? What they did the murder for like clout, or you think they did it for money?
What's your name? Who are you? What's your name?
His name Benny Chris. My boy from Louisiana.
Benny Chris.
Benny, you're a content creator.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
I'm a content creator, yeah, but
he don't be like we really lacing him up with the players and stuff because he.
Well, the only reason why I'm asking that is because if he over here in this sector, some of these questions that he's asking, he should already know those answers.
They don't be. He don't be where we be.
Well, in this industry, let me say this. This is my opinion.
He don't be where we be at.
I'm not saying you're in the industry. I'm not either. I'm just saying. But let me say this: that in the rap industry, money is clout to them and their mindset. So for you to say, is it clout or is it money? They go hand in hand.
Go hand in hand.
Because they market beefs for clout, for likes and views.
More money.
That's how they make money now.
When I'm thinking about clout, murder is not in a fucking.
What murder is if you have to, if who you signing with want you to prove yourself.
Yeah, we not rappers. We not rappers though. See,
I mean, which one of them? I mean, only person that I can really just think of right now who is in some type of rap beat, like I cover Memphis and I mean, they all have. That's why CJ Casino saying, "Nigga, y'all don't have no bodies. Y'all ain't took no. You ain't killed nobody. You ain't da 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 da."
Yeah,
that's a part of his rant.
I told him that's what. Now it ain't about. It used to be about your wealth or how much money, how many cars you got in the driveway. Where the kids will still try to say you're a real nigga. Now it's about the hats you got. How many people gonna pop their top? That's what make you somebody. Chicago look at it all the time.
That's for me, bitch. I ain't got no clout.
Hey, I get what you say. You said like I'm thinking clout to YouTube, give me some money, but I ain't involved in no murder.
I mean, who we talking about, bitch?
Nah, he just talking about in general. He just talking about in general. I get what you said. You saying like, hey, I want some clout and some money. I ain't thinking I gotta kill somebody or something to get like that's not even in the. I'm thinking I gotta roast a few people or something, or maybe say some good shit to get some clout, or maybe rap a good song. Now bro, the rappers who make the most money is the rappers who do the most shit. I'm sorry. That's because of the record companies have basic. How many R&B groups is it out now? Who's the next new addition?
Jodeci is long gone, bro.
Yeah, where is the Jodeci's at? Where is the Millennium Jodeci? There is no the record companies transformed this shit to drill rap. If you ain't
so let my view on that as we dealing with Diddy. So it's kind of as if they kind of substituted giving up the I wasn't supposed to say that, self-made. I ain't supposed to say that.
We know black man is insecure. We know black women hate black men.
Here you go. Watch this nigga. Watch this.
Watch
this.
They're gonna have the loudest voice in the room.
Here you go.
The woman that got a man,
he mad at her. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Watch this. This is why he can't come over here no more.
That didn't have anything to do with what the question was. What is he talking about?
Hold on, you saying that they hate black man? That's what you saying?
No, they hate black men in general. If you can't keep a black man on your side and you ain't married and shit, that's an example of, you know what I'm saying, you hate the fucking black man. You want to cover the shit that he doing wrong, but you ain't gonna never cover the shit that he doing right. So basically what the white man do, he actually play on our insecurities and he exploit us, and we're gonna fight for it all the time because you know why? Because it's divide and conquer. We know your passion, how you feel about the black man. We know that's going to be exploited. We know we could get information out.
Hey, hold on. Let me say this though, Benny.
Who said? I hate a black man.
Now, listen, I'm gonna explain to him something real fast on TV.
Hold on, self-made. Because he just put a whole. He put all black. He just said all black women hate black men. Who in the fuck is this guy right here? How you gonna speak on? Are you a woman? Have you ever been one? Are you one of them transgender ass people?
Oh.
Do you have a pussy?
Oh.
Nigga, when did you become a woman?
Why?
I'm talking to you. When did you become a woman?
I don't even know your name.
I don't know yours either. And after when I get down, I don't ever want to speak to your dumb ass again.
The purpose of me saying that is that how can you take it personal if I never said your name?
Hey, but hold on.
Well, how can you take it personal if I never said yours?
You can't say that, bro.
Little white blue. We weren't even talking about that.
Hey, but what even will make you? What would
hold up? The same reason that would make you come up here saying black women hate black men.
Yeah, I'm saying, what would make you feel like that?
Don't take it
What would make you? What would make that come out your mouth unless you are a woman?
Yelling so much just because you could get it, man. You can't.
Boy, that's just my phone.
There you go.
So are you in the wrong sector?
There you go.
Take your little ass over there to the little kid sector. If you
There
can't
you
handle
go.
my mic, if you can't handle my
There you
mic,
go.
drop down. Drop
There
down.
you go.
Drop. Well, then
There you
go
go.
on fucking mute, because that's how we do it over here.
Here
That's
you
what we
go.
do.
Drop the wig.
I think hold up. Manny Chris is definitely giving manosphere vibes. Like it sounds like you hate black women because I got two
Shout
black
out
baby
to
daddies,
Max.
so I wouldn't lay down and bear the niggas no eggs if I hate black women.
Fuck you mean?
Yeah, we talk about
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Your mama,
Oh, little boy, go play with yourself. Go in the bathroom, grab your little dick with your little balls, and go play with yourself. You don't like black women because we don't find you attractive, because you ain't man enough, because you got female traits, you got female tendencies. You are a bitch. You are a bitch.
You the weak ass
What the fuck you mean?
You weak as fuck, bitch. Hey, yo, stop that. Drop this bitch ass nigga.
Boy, little boy, nuh-uh, little girl.
You're not about to take your anger out on your mother on every black
Yeah, niggas, go play with
I'm sorry, tell your mammy, it's a new day. Us new black bitches, we ain't raising our kids, beating them down because they look like they daddy, bitch. You got us fucked up over here. Go back to your sector and lay on their panel, bitch.
Yeah,
What you talking about? You don't have to disrespect no black women around here because your mama ain't shit.
Either. I was gonna get to. I was just letting y'all get y'all shit out.
Fuck out of here,
My
you little
nigga,
molested little boy. It sound like your
I'm
mama was taking you to the hairdresser with her on Saturday and bitches was touching on you.
Hey, do you realize?
Absolutely.
Do you realize, Benny Chris?
You just said a lot without saying nothing.
Do you realize, Benny Chris, how many black women who have to be strong because of us, because of me? How many black women got to be strong because of me? Because my going to jail, because of my street activity. They ain't did nothing. My mama ain't did nothing. My woman ain't did nothing. I'm the person doing this shit. Benny, I don't agree with that. Black women, I don't.
You said over here was the ignorance of a black nigga.
Yeah.
I could say that all black niggas do is build households.
That's why you can't come over here.
Why the household is broken down.
That's
I know that's
why you can't come over here,
got
fool.
17 baby mamas and
Yeah.
starting
Why
all
you
these
can't come over here,
parents,
fool?
something a bitch can't do.
Why you on
a
my
bitch can't
dick?
be everybody baby daddy.
Yes,
a bitch can't be in 2 different households in 1 month. You forgot we gotta carry you, fuck niggas. Bitch, we breed you,
Then come to
fuck
find out
niggas.
this nigga in love. Shout out to the Caucasian, he in love with white women though.
My son ain't gonna stand for none of that bullshit. My son ain't gonna be a nigga that a bitch gotta heal from, bitch. Your mama raised a nigga that a bitch gotta heal from. You give me vibes like you be over there verbally abusing your bitches. Bitch, all cause your mama failed you. Wrong, bitch.
You can't do this. These are strong black women over here. Strong mothers. Like you.
I love dick. I love a black man, bitch. My daddy's still in my life. Is yours? Do you even know who the fuck your daddy is?
That's
bitch,
the
my mom and
problem.
daddy still together, bitch. Do you even know who the fuck your daddy is? Let's start there. Let's open up your wounds, bitch. Do you know who the fuck your daddy is? Because I can call mine.
See how you make these women angry, fool?
Yeah, my black ain't so black, nigga.
You wigged out, bro.
What would make them feel like
my black
that?
ain't so black, nigga.
You wigged
I feel
out.
like the white women hate her.
Mine ain't just laid up with a nigga just to have a baby vibe because he was in the military.
You'll get a
talking about,
you get a black girlfriend before you get a white. A black man to get a
along very well.
a black man to get a black.
But you get broke down in pieces, bitch.
Black's bad. I
A black man to get a
sound like a puzzle around this motherfucker. You spoke from a wounded little boy.
He was bad at you, boy.
You spoke from. Y'all hate
Absolutely.
very strong.
A wounded little boy.
What the fuck your mother failed you doing in your life? Your mother
See?
failed you.
Failed his ass.
This is why I don't whoop my son, because I don't want my son to hate black
Salute
people.
to Chris.
I don't beat the shit out of my son because I don't want him to be like you.
Hey, that nigga said, she said, a wounded little boy. Wounded. Man, that's crazy, fool.
I mean, and it just came out of nowhere. We weren't even talking about that.
That's
He
him.
had that Tourette's and shit.
Real bitches around this motherfucker. You got me fucked up, bitch.
They say his mother never wore
Your
weave.
mother
What
beat
does that
your
got to do with
motherfucking
the
ass 'cause you like
character?
your punk ass daddy.
See,
What does
see,
that-
look, this is the type of shit he was saying in the chat. My mother never wore weave and shit. Like shit like that, bro. Disrespectful, dog. Ain't Fee is old enough to be our auntie, my auntie, nigga. I'm older than you, nigga. I'm 44,
Yeah,
and if
but-
she old enough to be my auntie, nigga, you got to respect her, fool. So you mad
Yeah.
at me because I won't let you disrespect the good women on my shit, fool. And it ain't no relationships or nothing going on with these women. These are just good friends. Like, nigga, these niggas is crazy, fool. Like, crazy, fool. You just went these ladies done went 38 hot, bro. We was talking about the whole Mo 3 case. This shit done did a whole 3C. And this is why I don't be wanting to build panels, Monkey Man. This shit
Yeah,
right here,
yeah.
bro. I
Can you
had a
hear me?
feeling. I had a feeling it would go, bro. I could feel it. I say,
You
dog.
can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you,
Oh,
Monkey
okay.
Man.
No, okay. I didn't
Yeah,
see the circle
nigga.
jump. Okay.
I was like, bro, come on, bro. Like that shit make me look bad. And the first thing my Aunt Fee say is she ain't coming over here no more. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit don't,
Yeah.
dog. That ain't player to me, bro. You don't go around saying shit like that, fool.
Yeah,
Like you,
cause
like
I ain't gonna lie to you. I fuck with Billy Chris because he fucks with, but it's the whole simple fact though of how you say things to black women. You know what I'm saying? Cause
yes,
the
bro.
whole
They
because you
sensitive
gotta
off
understand.
top. They sensitive, bro. So the way you
That's
talk
what
to
I
a
was finna
nigga,
say.
you can't talk to a woman, fool.
No, you can't. And I'm learning that.
Come
'Cause
on,
that
man.
was long. That's what I was learning. I just read a book called Power of the Praying Husband, bro. And I used to handle my wife that's in there like a street nigga, like a street hoe. Like how we talk in the streets. You can't really do that because yeah, it's some angry black women, but it's not a lot of angry black women. But when
Yeah.
you got two black women on your ass, you better run. That's worse than the law. That's worse than
Man,
the law when you got
man,
two black women on your ass.
just like it's some bullshit women in the world, it's some bullshit men in the world, bro. It go both ways, fool. So what I'm
It
trying to
go
say
both
is
ways.
sometimes with nobody that'll crush my mama for my mistakes. She was just being strong. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
I don't be wanting to hear that shit, bro. You talking about them wearing weave? If they want to put themselves together that way, man, it's about self-esteem, and they like if that's what they feel that they want to put on to make themselves to make them feel better about whatever it is. Let them do it. Why is you worried about a wig, nigga, and weave anyway, nigga? What kind of shit is that? Man, I don't like girls who wear weave. I get it, but niggas don't say that these days, bro. Come on, my nigga. Come on, dog. Like y'all, I'm just keeping it funky, fool.
It
Like, but
just
I'll be the
it just
bad person though. But I'll be the bad person though, Monkey Man though. Nigga, come on, bro. I ain't stupid, fool. I ain't you nigga. I'm standing for what I'm standing on, man. Like my
no, you
nigga.
there's nothing wrong with it because that's the thing about it. That's what I'm where I'm finna go. Because like I say, Billy Chris is my boy, but today we gotta start picking up our black women, regardless she
Facts.
wearing weave or not. Because
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, when this shit jump off, and I'm talking about when it's time for us to go to war or when it's time for us to do this, the black woman got our back, bro. Can't nobody
Yes.
say that if they been in any trouble, they didn't have to turn to a black woman. Now your mama or your growing up might be better than the next person, but that don't mean your situation better. You just maybe grew up in a two-parent household, but your daddy was beating your mama ass. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or you might
Yeah.
did, or you might grew up in a single parent household and your mama never got beat by no niggas. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And it's just like it's not all black women. All if all black women mad because I'm gonna tell the God honest truth, that is that because all the good niggas really in the penitentiary, and some of these niggas is already took it. You see what
Yep.
I'm
They
saying?
just took
And
it.
then
So they just the
it
good niggas
just
that just took it.
yeah, and then it's the niggas that's left out here that been burnt by bullshit, bitch. Want to put that moniker on all female. You know what I'm saying? I done it. I done it. So I'm not just talking about Billy Chris. I'm talking about me too. I done
Yeah.
said these bitches ain't shit. And the next thing I know, I'm in a bitch face. Because if I think black women ain't shit, I need to be a homosexual then. You see
For
what I'm
real.
saying?
For
I'm just
real.
gonna be all the way through with black women, or I'm gonna go fuck with another race. You feel what I'm saying?
Don't
It's
say
just the
that.
whole.
Yeah, don't say that.
Uh,
Like you can't say that in front of the strong ones, fool. Like you can
yeah,
say
you
shit
can't.
like that in front of them weak ones. They gonna let
You
that
can't.
shit slide. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you once you fuck with the strong ones, man, that's a hit a little bit different, bro. Like she went
Yeah.
berserk. You mad at me because you can't come over here no more because of that. I don't fuck with that, fool. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with that, bro. That's just me and how I am. You can't make
But
me
then
eat
you gotta
food that I
understand.
don't like.
Sometimes a nigga get. I mean, you gotta understand too. But then I understand where you come from about the pound of shit. Cause that was a thing with me with my shit. Like now, I'd rather go Facebook Live. I mean, YouTube Live than to put up StreamYard because
We
but
gotta
at the
have
end of
panel
the day,
control.
but yeah, and another thing too, like, and I'm not speaking for Billy Chris. He might didn't mean it some type of way, but he got heated. See, men are too motherfucking emotional. I'm gonna just put that out there right now. We too emotional, bro. Like, if a motherfucker come at me, I got a bad bag. Contemplate what I just said. Let them go off and then be like, my bag, I didn't mean it that way for you to
Yeah,
take it that way. We're not finna go into a shouting match. I'm not
yeah,
finna argue with no female. I can't. I can't because I can't argue with nobody. See, that's why on this internet, when I came to it, that's why I fuck with self-made OG, Kev and all these niggas. Cause behind the scenes, they told me things that I needed to know when I come on these panels. Cause I'm a hothead.
yeah,
I'm finna come look for your bitch ass. I'm gonna
yeah,
come look for your bitch ass, like for real. But then it's like you gotta understand, bro. That's somebody's sister. That's somebody's mom. That's
yeah,
somebody that
fool.
you might
Yes,
meet
dog.
down the road. Cause the Maxine girl, what's her name?
Next, yeah,
Maxine
yeah,
from New York. I remember when you first put me
yeah.
on her before I got
Uh-huh.
locked up. I was
Uh-huh.
on her like a New York black woman. That's already different. That's
Yeah,
different than anything in the South,
they roguish, nigga. That lady is
bro.
roguish, nigga. The way she
Hey
talk is
man,
roguish. You can't, dog. You don't listen. I'm gonna
but
explain to
she
you why I don't get into it with women on here on the internet. You want okay? Y'all think niggas is doing the doxing? Man, ain't no niggas, no paralegals. Ain't no niggas. When you go to the driver's license, place to get your ID or your driver's license, who at the front desk? It's always a woman, maybe a man here and there, but mostly women, right? So when people looking up intel on you and digging up intel on you, man, it don't be these niggas, it be these women. The women are dangerous on this bitch. I don't get
but
into it
then
with women. I don't. I got women that you
but
can get into it with though. But see, the women that that can get in you that can get into it with a woman, they want to get into it with men. You see what happened? Hey, I knew she was
well,
gonna get you because that was your first time doing that, bro. You came on the panel prior before that and done the same thing. So this was making me a red alert when he came this time. Every time I got some females, he raced to the panel, turn on his camera, want them to see him. Like, bro, you look stupid if 4 people on the platform with their camera out, bro. You the only one with your camera on. That's a woman shit,
no.
man. I mean, you allowed to do whatever you want to do, but I'm just saying that's some I want to be seen type shit, bro. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
you know,
I let
that's
you
how I
slide.
be feeling sometimes, and I'm not shooting no shot, but that's how I feel sometimes. Like, my nigga, everybody got their shit off. Like, even if
Yeah,
I'm on there with
fool.
my camera on, I feel out of place and turn mine off because I feel out
Yeah,
of place.
fool. Yeah, I be wanting my
You
shit
know what
on
I'm
too,
saying?
fool. If they got that, man, I'm not finna sit up there and look stupid, looking around, talking to people, and everybody can roast me because I got my camera on, and I can't roast them because they shit out, nigga. That's the rules of the panel, nigga. Y'all better recognize the rules of the panel. But some niggas are attention whores, fool. And he
Yeah,
didn't like
and I,
he didn't like the way that nigga she knew what you said, fool. Them women knew what you heard, what you said, fool. Then you
but
said, bitch. Now,
I
hold on,
saw,
hold on.
no, listen, I'm finna give your props on that. I'm finna give your props on that. I was just finna say, when he said, bitch,
Oh,
you
you heard
jumped
it.
in the place. You
Yes,
jumped in the front of that bullet, bro.
I
You
try to
died in front of
clean
that
this shit
bullet,
up
bro.
for this nigga, bro.
Man,
This nigga
I
said,
heard it,
bitch to
bro.
the left. Try to dive in and save this nigga. And this
Bro,
nigga
you took
still
that
kept
bullet,
going,
bitch.
fool.
Say, bitch, you took
Now
that
y'all see
bullet
what
for
I'm
him, bro.
saying, dog. Now y'all see what I'm saying, fool. I ain't gonna
See,
play with people, fool.
that's the things y'all see. Yeah, that's the thing that a real host supposed to do. A host is a referee. Even
Yes,
though it's
bro.
his show, he got to referee his
The
show.
mediator.
That man,
Nigga. But in the ghetto,
mediate.
it's
There you
like a
go.
referee though. But on that side of the ball, like because we doing this street type shit, it's you a referee basically, nigga.
But
Yeah.
imagine Mike Tyson finna beat for you. That's what was finna happen when he said bitch. Mike
I
Tyson about
said,
to beat for you.
damn.
And then just think your self-made jump in front of that punch from Mike Tyson for you though. That's what
And
just
you
happened.
mad at me
He
though?
swung that bitch.
I
He
try to
swung
save
that
you,
for you
nigga.
though, Billy Quick. I heard that because she was like, bitch. I'm like, yeah, damn, where bitch come from? Like, you know what I'm saying? But self-made come out of
Salute,
nowhere
Marion. Yeah,
and say
dog. Listen,
and
I
clean
thought I
that
didn't
up, bro.
even get that
I
part.
heard that. I
I thought
heard
I didn't even
that.
get to that part. I thought we ain't even got to that part yet. I mean, I thought I skipped over that part. But yeah, he called her the B
Nah,
word. I nigga, this lady old enough to
nah.
be your granny, nigga. Come on,
That
dog.
nigga say, bitch. That nigga say, bitch.
I'm like,
And she ran for a second and like, hold up, who you calling a bitch? Oh, and then that's when you slid in. Good, that was a good move, bro.
and then
I give you your
why?
props on that one, bro.
And then why you think Max stepped in for her? Don't think Miss Feet was about to smoke your feet, fool. But being that she an elder, Max know that she an elder. Max stepped in for her. See, that's why I'm telling you, bro. Leave these
Yeah,
women alone, bro. They scratch. They
yeah.
been around. This is what
They
they do on the
scratch,
internet.
bro.
You can't out talk them, bro. I'm telling you, you can't, fool. So you
Now,
gonna lose that route.
right now, females will beat a nigga up. See, niggas are shooting. A female will beat a nigga up. They fighting. These hoes fighting, bro. Not to call y'all no hoes. That's just how I talk in Texas. It don't mean no harm. Know what I'm
It's just
saying? But
them New York women, her words is just ferocious. Like it'll make you want to fight her. Like I just
yeah,
seen
it's
her.
gonna make you
She
want to
talks
fight
so
her.
bad. She's so raw and Brooklynish. She talks so raw to you, bro. Like it makes niggas want to pull up on a female, bro. That's why I said, bro, y'all better leave her alone. Leave these women alone, man. Leave them alone, bro. Respect your elders at all times. She was never disrespectful. You said you went straight to bitch.
And then that's another thing. You don't
Right.
want to end up like these other niggas that's on YouTube. Like, I don't want to just get to saying niggas' names, but once I say a nigga name, you know they just go the fuck out when I say a nigga. So I'm not gonna do it. But you
Yeah.
can't be on here calling these women bitches and hoes, my nigga.
Hell
It's a
no, man.
random nigga in the streets that might like that female or like watching her show and beat your bitch ass, nigga. Cause they
Yeah,
see your
fool.
face. They see your face. You know what I'm saying? Too. That's
I'm
another
telling you,
thing.
man. Everybody like these ladies. These are good women, fool. These are good women, dog. I'm telling y'all, bro. I don't fuck with them. Like y'all, he race up here thinking they gonna want to look at him. Turn your camera on. They don't want to look at you. This ain't that. You can't even stay on topic. You don't even know what we talking about. See, I'm the type of nigga. If I don't know what people talking about, I'm gonna drop down. Ain't no sense in me
And,
standing up here looking stupid, looking dumb,
and I like
just
to
sitting
have.
there.
Can I have a sidebar on this? Let me sidebar something right quick.
Go ahead.
All you niggas on here trying to pull a female off of YouTube, you half-ass crazy, my nigga.
Yeah.
This is not YouTube is not a dating site, my
Sight.
nigga. This is not no place to come find a female like that, bro. This is for content. This is for news. This is for entertainment. This is for whatever other than if you go, it gotta. I would say this, bro. Everybody fucked up on here. Damn near 9 times out of 10, if a nigga watching YouTube, somewhere in their life they fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, as far as like you not just you got problems. People with problems watch YouTube because you try to find the problem that you got and see if you can get some help on it or see if somebody talking about it. You know what I'm saying? You don't come on here to pull no women or to bash women, bro. Because women in any market, is the biggest consumers. Men don't buy shit. We buy what we like and we cool. Women buy shit they don't even know if it works. So they'll
Right.
give you a try. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They
Right.
just buy shit. They are the so you don't hurt the biggest consumer market. You could be fuck these niggas all day. Fuck these niggas.
Who you think is
You know
spending the
what I'm
money
saying?
on this bitch, man? It ain't these men spending the money. It's these women on here. Shout out to all the females, man.
Yeah,
For
man.
real. Like, nigga, they
And
just
I'm
on some
not
bullshit.
talking. just to benefit of nobody. I'm talking to me and everybody
Yeah, cause I do
that's
it too.
bashing a
But
woman. You know what I'm
like,
saying?
but I learned though, fool. You can't win on here going at them women, bro. Women can talk, fool. And if they just think that a regular woman can talk, so just think what a woman content curator. So I think you should not go at the women.
Yeah.
Hey,
I know for a fact. I know for a fact some of these niggas' wives on YouTube harder than them. I
hey,
know that for a fact.
I done seen plenty niggas go to squabbling on this bitch. I ain't really seen no men content creators fighting on here, but I definitely have seen women pull up and show up and pull up. You know what I'm saying? These are facts.
Yeah. Y'all gotta be careful who y'all go jump in that ring with. But like I say, that's just to anybody, bro. Ain't no need to argue with no female on this bit because that one female got 1,000 females that's gonna get on your goddamn ass. Like you can't go over there to what's the old girl name? The Oracle. I can't think her name right
Yeah,
now. That my
yeah,
girl
yeah,
though.
yeah,
You can't
yeah.
go over there and say that.
TT.
You can't go over there
Yeah.
and say
TT ain't
that.
gonna let you
What?
say that shit over there, period. You gonna get clipped up out of that period. That if
Blended
your
healing.
vibe
You
is
sure
even
not
wrong.
going over there with. Yeah, you sure not even going over there with blended healing
Yeah,
and do
if
none
your
of that
vibe
shit.
even if the
Yeah,
wrong thing
man.
even
Nah.
come, if you don't even got the right aura, they ain't gonna even let you in, my friend. Uh,
And I'm gonna
that's
tell you
why.
something. I don't be in agreeing with some of these women, but I sit not listen to them to get an understanding,
Understand
and
it.
then I
You
can
got
be
to.
like, okay. See, we never want to step in another person's shoes to get an understanding why they rock the way they rock. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
And then too, I know too. Okay, on the cool, I'm clout chasing right now, but I'm talking about as far as I'm just trying to grow my network. You see what I'm saying? Like
Man,
I'm
nigga, I
not finna
told
get
you to hit the
into it.
link, nigga.
Yeah,
I
nah,
told your
I
ass
know,
to hit the link.
nah, but I'm saying I'm not finna. I know I'm not finna get into it with you though, self-made.
Oh yeah,
I'm
to
gonna
try to
speak.
make he
I'm gonna
talking about
speak.
like
Yeah,
to get into it with a nigga for some views or something. That shit
yeah,
bullshit to me.
nah.
That
I'm
shit
gonna come
lame.
spit this game. I'm gonna come spit this real game. You know what I'm saying? And this real truth. I might make you laugh a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's still gonna be truth behind everything I stand on because I know what it is, bro. I just needed my wife to help me in jail, my nigga. I
That's what
couldn't
I'm
call no
saying.
nigga to do a
That
motherfucking thing
fucking
for me,
thing.
bro.
That's what I'm
A
saying.
motherfucking thing, my nigga.
Uh,
So you know what I'm saying?
she say
Because
I
if
had
you
seen
say
some.
all, see, this is what niggas gotta understand. When you say all, you talking about yours too. If you say all black
Definitely,
women, you talking
definitely,
about
Miss
all
Allen.
black women in your life too. You see what I'm saying? We can't say all black men and all black women. No, because that mean that your mama like that. That mean your daddy like that. Then you feel what I'm saying? You can't put everybody in the all.
Yeah, you can't
It's
say
just
man. Ow. You can't do that, boy. You can't do that, man. You just can't do that, dog. Marion, you definitely right, man. You can't do that, fool. You just can't do that type of shit, bro. You can't do that. I'm not doing that, man. I want the women over here, man. I love the men. I
yeah,
love everybody over here, but I want everybody over here. I want regular people. I'm from the streets. I'm tired of talking to street people. I want some regular people. Nigga. Fuck all that
and,
bullshit, bro.
and to go back to the streets, I'm gonna just run down that little baby shit. See, let me tell you something, man.
Mm-hmm.
All this shit, man. That okay, so you I'm speaking to the young niggas if they listen. Y'all stupid because Suge Knight and them been involved with shit. See, I'm talking about music business in the streets. I'm talking about Jay Prince. I'm talking about Suge Knight, Master P, P did all these niggas. They tied to the streets. Don't get it wrong, but they so far from the streets. It's hard to put their hands on them.
Yeah.
Look, baby, you want to go
Yeah.
okay, and I understand. See, they wrong for trying to pin a murder on little baby because of him. You can do a video anywhere, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm doing a video in the ops hood that don't give them the right to shoot at me. You see what I'm saying? They don't get a That don't okay, I'm a blood. If I go shoot a video in the Crip neighborhood, okay, I know this a hostile, but I didn't make them shoot at me. Nigga, like you
Right,
can't I didn't make them
right,
kill them little
right.
people that was
That's it.
around
Yeah,
me. I
yeah,
just
you're
came over
right.
here to shoot a video, nigga.
It
I
don't
came
matter
over here
what.
shot a
What's my
video.
reason? If I'm doing it in a
Yeah.
spiteful way, nigga, it's to get home. I'm trying to do the video and get home. That's what I came here for. All the
This is what
extra.
I'm trying to get the people to realize though. Say if Lil Baby shot a video in a white neighborhood, the laws was gonna be out there anywhere it go. Niggas with guns is coming. Anywhere it go, niggas with guns is coming. The police or a gang. Hell, he could be in his hood and get shot. It don't matter. You could be way somewhere else and get shot. Look at Young Dog. This nigga everywhere he only got killed in his hometown, but he got shot out of state. You get shot any motherfucking well when your ass is wanted. You feel what I'm saying?
Would
But
be a bad example. We say using my
but
parents for a good example would be a bad example, man.
but these young niggas up under Lil Baby is retarded because they looking up to Lil Baby. That's they God. Lil Baby ain't nothing but maybe at the time he blew up, maybe 22, 23. So what you think the niggas up under him age limit is? Younger, that and younger, maybe a little bit older, but just that. So these little babies don't know shit. So if Lil Baby say, "Hey man, I got 10 racks to go," because right now, bro, you can get smoked for $5,000 cash right now, easily.
Yep, that's why I said
Easily.
it used to be 15 to 20. Now that shit to drop to some shit that you can get in the income tax shit.
Hey, these bags, these niggas, y'all think that's a bag. That's not really a
That's
bag they
not
got
no
on this
bag.
nigga.
Yeah.
Bro, they got about $10,000 on the nigga head, 5,000 on this nigga head, another such and such. It ain't no real money. It's just a bag if you kill all them niggas.
That ain't no bag, man. That ain't nigga.
It
Listen,
ain't no real
a
bag,
bag is
bro.
something that lasts you for lifetime. They keep you generating wealth for your family, nigga. Generational. Man, that ain't no
It,
motherfucking bag, man. That's why niggas be thinking if you money is some real money if you can see it, man. If you can see it, that ain't no real money. I'm gonna tell you what's real money. A black card, unlimited use, meaning I could go buy a mansion with this motherfucker. I could go buy a motherfucking $500,000 car with this motherfucker. That's a bag. Like these niggas talking about some bullshit, man. Right, some real bullshit, man.
hold on,
Real.
my bad, homie. My
You
bad,
good?
homie. Yeah. Yeah, man. Like, okay, because this is how I'm looking at it. I'm gonna put my conspiracy theory together. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. Shout out to Young Thug legal team. Cause them niggas, I don't know what they did, but they did that. And I'm glad they put that nigga Woody on the bench. Woody fucked that whole trial up. In the state of Texas, them law would
Yeah.
have beat Woody ass on the
Hey,
stand. They would have beat his
didn't I
goddamn
tell
ass
them
on
that?
the
I
stand.
told them that, fool. I said, look, Woody is the one that snitched, but look, Woody is the reason why that nigga is free. He got on the stand and didn't say shit. Yeah, we seen what he said on camera, but you got to say that
Yeah.
same thing what you said on camera to them laws on this stand. It never was said. The nigga acting
This is
stupid,
when,
acting sleepy. He
yeah,
tired of
none of
being
that.
here. All this, you know. In Texas, try that shit in Texas, nigga. They go, man, nigga. I'm telling you, nigga, that nigga would have been in jail, nigga. Telling you, fool.
Yeah, okay. Now, Little Woody got on the stand in Texas. That wouldn't have flew. That shit wouldn't have flew. That
Hell
shit ain't
no,
flying. That
bro.
shit not flying, bro.
Once they grant you immunity for some shit that you did, and you put, man, they gonna snatch that shit that deal back so fast. They gonna laugh at you. I'm telling you. And then see, they set examples out of you for playing with the state like that. They'll give your bitch ass 70 years. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's
yeah.
what they'll do in Texas. You want to play? Okay, bitch. See, we about to let you go, ho.
You'll
You want to
you'll
play
never
with us?
get no you'll never get no 15-year probation, nigga, in the state of Texas.
Hell
Yeah,
no.
you'll do 15 years.
Hell
You ain't gonna
no.
do
Hell no,
you
nigga. Ain't no 15 years. Hell no, nigga. Hell no. And then after you already a felon. Oh hell no, you already been a felon already. No, this ain't your first case,
Yeah.
nigga. Like, nigga, come on,
See,
man.
that's why Young Thug never got on the stand. If Young Thug would have got on the stand, see, it's certain things that helped him win that case. Like, my nigga, if we in court, if the state versus Monkey Man, why Monkey Man ain't on the stand? Why is he not talking? Why we can't talk to him? We trying to cross-examine him. Why we can't talk to him? We need to talk to him. Cause see, if we put him on that stand, you know, he gonna have to say some shit. He might not see, you gotta be smart. These lawyers know if you smart or not. You gotta be ready to articulate some shit and be quick on your toes when it comes to them lawyers, man. Cause they hit you with some slick shit. Nigga, they'll bring up some shit about they'll hit you with
Alright,
some shit you did 40 years ago, nigga.
alright, but them lawyers a lie for you too. What you think? A lot of these niggas, man, a lot of people went to jail and done the shit that they did. Nigga, look at OJ.
Cause I'm gonna tell
Nigga,
you, yeah.
oh, yeah, that nigga beat
Well,
the case, nigga. Like a
nah,
lot of people beat
nah.
the case. Like, what
I'm
if
gonna tell
they
you
did
what
though?
happened. But that's what I'm saying. Woody was equivalent to the glove on OJ Simpson's hand.
Yeah, yeah.
That's who Woody is. He the bloody glove. He the bloody glove, bro. Woody is the bloody glove to because look here, it's like bitch. y- Okay, it might not fit your hand now, but nigga, that don't mean you didn't have on glove. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
we know you did it, but we can't prove you did it.
yeah.
But it's like,
Listen, bro.
bitch,
Why they think
you
nothing
gotta.
don't happen to Woody? Nothing don't happen to Woody because people know he ain't nothing to play with. Don't get the soft voice. Don't let that soft little voice fool your ass. Nigga, that nigga is the
Man,
go-to guy when something needs to get done. Nigga. Just know that, nigga.
man,
Mm. It's
man.
funny how they used to say that Young Thug was a yag, but he ended up being a gang leader in a Rico. Hmm.
Cause he got the money. He can bump something off,
Mm-hmm.
bro. If we the look, okay, look at ourselves, man. If we the
Mm-hmm.
little niggas on the block, right? Ain't nobody give us no love, and then say you blow up rapping self made, and I'm your homeboy. Shit. Fuck them niggas that been shitting on us. We finna kill them niggas, man. We finna take this shit over. We been looking for this change.
Listen,
We
man.
been looking for
Listen.
this opportunity,
Listen,
man.
man. Just imagine. I'm gonna tell you this, Glow B. Just imagine, nigga, you doing 15 years and you ain't felt the AC in 15 years, nigga. So imagine you haven't felt a AC. Just the AC, something simple, some simple shit. I ain't even talking about no coochie. I ain't talking about smoke no weed. I'm talking about air, nigga. So imagine
Yeah.
doing that for 15 years, man.
So I don't know how y'all
Mm.
some are doing other states, but Texas, well, Texas Heat, and I'm talking about for a free nigga, make you mad off the muscle. So you are the crime rate is high in the summertime around this bitch because it's hot. First of all,
Mm-hmm.
that's the guy that our day started. Then here you
Mm.
come, bitch ass nigga, and all this heat with this bullshit. I'm finna get on your ass. Leave me alone, bro. I'm trying to get to the store and back to this AC, bro. I don't need no problems.
Yeah, fool. They
So
got no working in
now
fields
be
for free,
amazing.
nigga. These niggas don't understand working in fields with an Aggie, nigga,
Yes.
for free. For free, nigga.
So
Just banging on rocks for no motherfucking reason. Like for
I'm
no
listening to a
reason. Chained
podcast,
up,
bro. I'm
nigga.
listening to a
Nah.
podcast where niggas in California they getting paid like other states pay their inmates when
Yeah,
they
they
in
pay
prison.
them
It
to
ain't
get
a bunch
work.
of
This
money.
shit for
It
free.
ain't this shit
Uh,
for free.
and nigga,
And
just
I'm
on the
talking about you
free.
gonna work hard, nigga.
Hard
You
than a
gonna
bitch.
work hard.
Work hard than a bitch, nigga. I promise you,
Unless you
nigga.
like in the kitchen, but you still gonna work like
You
you at a
still gonna work
restaurant.
too,
You know
fool.
what I'm
Same
saying?
shit.
It's like it's the same shit. So you know what I'm saying? But then I'm talking about these niggas that's working in the field with these Aggies though. This nigga's on
Damn.
the whole squad, nigga.
They
It's
don't
called the
understand
whole
the whole
squad, nigga.
squad. That's exactly what it's called. And don't turn out to it when they call your roll, nigga. You gonna get locked down, nigga. Don't
So the
lock you
whole
down.
squad is damn near like what Martin them was doing on Life. Damn near.
That's
That's the
exactly
whole
what it
squad.
is. But right
That's what
now,
Martin for
it's
right now. Yeah.
that's exactly what it is. If y'all ever seen the movie Life, that's exactly what the whole squad is. But we got that shit right now in
Yeah,
2025.
that's
Nigga. That was some
them
shit that happened
pickaxes.
in
Them are
slavery
not
days,
called
nigga.
pickaxes, man. Them are called Aggies, man. And
Aggies.
that whole, yeah. See, a pickaxe is something you can hold kind of in your hand. That's an Aggie. So with that bitch, you trying to break rock at the end of
Rock
the day off the first hit, but you digging with it at the same
at the
time, though.
same
You
time.
know what I'm saying?
Hands be
But
having blisters, nigga.
hands be having blisters. But this the thing, though. You gotta chop on rhythm when
Salute,
you do it,
Joe.
because you could fuck the line up in that shit. So what I mean is you got like nigga so you gotta chop on beat. This how they really got us out here in the field, nigga. Like for real, we on some slavery shit for real, bro. And I'm gonna tell you something. And I want you to look at this self, man. On the movies, all slaves when they be in the fields is wearing white. Just really kind of look at it, bro. They be having on white. Lady
Mm-hmm.
might have a white dress. You know what I'm saying? They might
Yeah,
have on a white unit out
yeah.
there, bro. That's how we out here. We is
That's how
white,
we
my
is.
nigga.
We wear white. We wear white too. We
And
definitely wear white.
like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I that's why I commend Texas, though. That's why I kind of don't want to move out of Texas. Yeah, it's good to go somewhere else, but Texas laws protect everybody, even the criminal, if he's smart enough to do the right shit. But the state of Texas, you gonna spend some money.
But
That
look, but
did it
look,
try.
but look though, look though. You see, Benny want to say it sound like y'all talking about Alabama. See, Alabama is the state like them slave states, fool. And you see, that's the only they only doing that shit in the slave states. Alabama,
Nigga,
Texas,
yeah.
Louisiana, bro. They not doing that shit. Like, dog, you can't, man. You telling me that them West Coast gang members, you can make them niggas go in the field and chop some? Man, them niggas ain't doing that shit, nigga.
So I'm gonna
Nigga,
just put it like this: if all the black people in Texas, y'all people didn't run. Everybody that's in California, Chicago, there, them niggas
yeah.
ran.
Hey, look,
Them was
niggas
the
not
slaves
understand.
that
Look
ran.
at about the movie on Life. Pay attention to the movie on Life, bro. On Life, Martin them was coming from Harlem. Remember,
Yeah, they went.
that's what black people excelled in the slavery days. So when them niggas came down south and got a life sentence, they were
Yeah, cause let me
bootlegging
tell
liquor.
you something. Let me tell you something. And this still go on to this day. We just kind of getting more used to it. Niggas from the South don't fuck with niggas from New York. We think y'all running game all the time back in those days. Y'all was known as city slickers, like y'all try to get over on the nigga, y'all, cause y'all thought y'all always thought the niggas in the South were slow. The niggas in the South will kill you. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, cool. It's different, man. Your grandpa, niggas in the South, grandpa got guns around this bitch. Got shotguns and
Nah, no
shit. Y'all
bullshit,
don't
nigga.
understand this. Nigga, my grandpa was a gun collector, nigga, and a preacher at the same time. You see what I'm saying? A preacher and all them damn guns. Hey,
So
yeah.
then on top of the heat in the penitentiary, see, I'm gonna tell you from my experience like a motherfucker, but on top of the heat in the penitentiary, now you got a gangbang. And then it's like smother you. It's so hot, you can't even lay in your bed. You gotta
Lay in
lay on
your
the
bed
iron.
on the
You
iron,
gotta put
man. Roll up a
a
mattress
little water on the iron,
on
right?
the
Roll
iron
up
and
the
just
match,
lay on it.
put a little water on that bitch and let that water cool first, cause they got two rotating fans in this bitch if they work. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
He
Like
say
for real, it's
He
like
say, I
it's
just did 25 in Alabama. In the beginning, they used to make them cuff me to the hitch post at the farm. I'm telling you, my nigga, that motherfucking slate like that Aggie and shit, man. I get they lock you down in the cell. Man, I'd rather you lock me down in the cell with no movement, like for 23 hours, than to make me work in the field, fool. That shit crazy, fool. Until
yeah, that
people
shit
see it,
crazy.
until you see it, you gonna understand, bro, that this shit is either you gonna wake up or you gonna come back. Once I seen it, I knew. I was like, dog, this ain't it, fool. Every
I
day you
really
got to do
would.
that shit. I didn't
I
have to
want
do
to
it, nigga.
jump.
They put
I
me in
want to jump
ODR.
I
I
want
was
to jump on what's the comment page last night because they were talking about the game. I just jumped in the middle of it and was watching it, but see that's a lot of things too. Cause see people give you false and see if you ain't been down that road, then you don't really know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, fool.
I can't hear through another nigga that another nigga a real nigga. I gotta know for sure because if I
Yeah.
know who I'm talking about, then cause see, let me tell you, recognize real all the way through, my nigga. It's a lot of y'all these niggas we look at, they not real niggas, bro. Like not to the streets. I'm to the streets, bro. Like I tell everybody, I'm not a YouTube nigga. I'm a street nigga on YouTube, bro. I'm to the streets, not saying I'm just fully engulfed, but I gotta know what's going on, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like he self-made no nigga. I go in the hood, turn this camera on and go live on the block.
Yeah, it's
You
the
know
way it's
what I'm
supposed
saying?
to be. Shit,
And,
nigga, you
and,
never
and,
told on nobody, never did no whole ass shit. Shit,
and
you
that's
should
what I'm
be able
saying,
to.
right? Like when niggas be moving around in Houston and shit, like the ones that's supposed to have beef, all that shit for nothing, my nigga. All that shit for nothing because I'm gonna tell you why. Houston is a big city, but it's a small city. We gon' bump into each other. You feel what I'm saying? If I can't never bump into you, that means you trying to avoid me. You trying to
Mm,
avoid me. You see what I'm saying?
mm,
All that I'm over here, I'm over there. That shit be capped, my nigga. That
mm,
shit be capped. All that I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. That shit be capped, and that shit runs me hot, bro. Because I'm with the smoke, my nigga. I'm a barbecue pit. Put it in me. Let's smoke. I'm a smoke, man. Let's smoke, nigga. It ain't.
mm.
That's why I say. So we might as well be up on here uplifting niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get
Right.
on your ass and try to uplift you at the same time, bro. Because when this is why I keep saying we gonna need them for the war, bro. It's for we too busy fighting each other while the government fucking over us in the mix of it. They don't
Yeah.
even give a damn about us no more. Ain't no white man killing nobody. They say, man, leave them niggas alone and let's go over here and structure some shit to fuck these niggas off. Cause while y'all out here worrying about this, that, and the third, they cutting your food stamps, they cutting your health care. But we still talking about
Salute,
who
Jess.
fucking who fucking who gang banging, who got the most money, and the white people is well, not even the white people, because niggas involved too, because there's some black folks don't like you niggas. And they making y'all don't even vote, my nigga. You can't even ask a nigga about no politics because some niggas don't
Mm-hmm.
vote. So at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, they talking about making it hard for a nigga. They cut the food stamp. Why is you mad? Bitch, go get a job. Go get a
Mm,
job. Help the economy bill.
mm,
Shit. Food stamps was never made for a nigga to live off of. It was for you until you got on your feet, my nigga.
mm.
It was a time when our black people didn't want to be on food stamp, nigga. Our mamas
My
and
mama got
grandma
off
old
that
great.
shit. My mama
Yeah,
got up
it
off
was.
that shit. Went to
That's why I'm
college,
saying
got up
our
off that
mamas
shit.
and our mama's mama. Cause see, I'm an older lady baby. So like, if your mama right now in her 70s, damn near close to 80s, or somewhere up in there like that, then your mama was one of the ones that didn't grew up on. We don't do welfare. We don't look for handouts. That was always black people shit. We don't look for handouts. They been saying that Malcolm X, all these niggas been saying, once you get a handout, you put your hand in the hand with the devil, my nigga. Handouts come from the devil, dog. Blessings come from God, and it's no strings attached. It's no strings attached to a blessing, bro. There's no. I'm gonna say this one more time. There's no strings attached to a blessing. So if I give you something, my nigga, I don't want you to come back. If you say you give me something, I want you to come back and say, "Remember that time I did this for you? I thought you gave me that, my nigga." You see what I'm saying? Anytime you can get shit thrown back up in your face, that's not a blessing, bro. That's why I say I be careful who I fuck with, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you just don't know. I'm not that nigga. I don't give a fuck what you gave me. If you told me you gave it to me, that's what you gave me, nigga. That's how I'm looking at it. I owe you a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just
Uh,
time to start talking about some positive shit. But them niggas there, Young Thug, the smartest nigga.
D
I'm
Shell.
gonna put it out there though. That nigga told on little baby. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Man, them niggas go to jail. If you soon as P Diddy
Nah,
went down there, they start
nah, I
busting
don't think it
everybody.
was him. I don't think it was him. I think it was it was so many people in the Rico. I think that shit was like 30, 40 some people. Come on now, monkey man. We talking about
Man, look
40
here.
different entities, 40 different
Now look,
opinions, 40 different
this is
decisions
why I
to make
say
if they
this.
gonna rat or not. Shit.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm gonna tell you, bro. They'll cop out behind the scenes, bro.
They
They'll
could.
cop out behind the
Hey,
scene.
hey, boy,
You
that
know
nigga
what
was
I'm
in
saying?
jail a long ass time, boy.
Like, not
He should.
saying Young Thug verbally snitching, but he can have people talk for him. You see what I'm saying? And be like, man, but these niggas over here doing this, that, and the third, because he's so tied straight. His shoe, because look, this shoe, this is why I say it gotta be he had to tell because the same lawyer, that same lady yellow lady, thick lady who trying to indict him, got the same goddamn case. Why you didn't put nobody else on that case while you was doing this case? And y'all could have had a real gang round up. You see what I'm saying?
Because look, I'm gonna tell you how I know a lot of other people snitch because they tapped out too easily. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey
Even
man,
when you wrong, you're not supposed to tap out, fool. Cause you could
man,
be
look here,
wrong and
man.
still be right. Cause look at Young Thug, got up out the situation, not the way that he wanted to, and all Young Thug had to do was just stay a couple of more months. But he was like, "Fuck y'all, I'm ready to go home." Nigga was in the county for like damn near 3 years, fool.
But you gotta
3
look
years
at
in
it
the
though.
county.
Yeah, but you gotta understand. Shout out to Gunna. I know y'all might think Gunna wrong,
Oh
but look here,
man,
man.
hell nah.
I just came to rap, man. I ain't know all this shit was going on. Man,
Yeah,
some
you
niggas
right
will
about
come for
that. You
that
right about that.
bullshit.
You right
You know what
about
I'm
that.
saying?
You
I
right
just
about
came
that.
to rap. I didn't know this
You
was
right
a
about
gang. I
that.
like Young Thug.
Yeah, you right about
YSL
that.
was not a gang. It was a record label to me. They
You
didn't
right
say you
about
want to be
that.
down slime, blood like that. Don't know. They ain't jump me in. I'm not a part of this shit. I just want to rap. Right now, I be
Yeah,
under Sony. And that nigga been blowing up ever since. He been going off ever since. He just needed a platform to jump off of. Hell, even Young Thug talking about he want to be in the hood riding Chanel bikes with his
yeah.
daughters, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, these niggas don't want to be in jail. That's why I say it
Yeah.
is rapping you niggas cap. And that's what I said. It is rapping you niggas cap. Let me tell you something. If you rap about that street shit and you talk about killing nigga, you want to do the time too, nigga.
You got
You
to.
don't be get down there and get to
That's
crying and
what's gonna
shit.
happen. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna
Get down
happen.
here and get to crying and shit. I want to be
Nah,
with
but
my
I
family.
don't think because I read the paperwork, man. I know
Go
them.
ahead.
He done had.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I read that nigga paperwork. It was just too many other entities that told them niggas was just, bro. They thought that I guess they was thinking like this was some federal shit or something. Like it wasn't that. The only niggas who got
Yeah,
a
it
lot of
wasn't that.
time on that shit, niggas who unalive somebody. If you unalive
That's why I
somebody,
say.
but damn, Woody allegedly unalive somebody and walked. You know what
See,
I'm saying?
that's why I say shout out to Pimp C, man. Shout out to Pimp C. Atlanta can't be the South, nigga. Cause here, anywhere from Louisiana to goddamn Texas, Alabama, Tennessee, a nigga do what them niggas did, them niggas is going to the prison.
Hey, bro. Like,
They
man,
going
listen.
to prison, bro.
And then a lot of niggas ain't gonna say you didn't have nothing to do with it if you was there, just being there because niggas is hoe ass niggas. You got
Texas
blessed for
don't
them
give a
niggas. You got blessed for them niggas to say you didn't have nothing to do with it, fool. Because you was still supposed to go down, clown. You know how many niggas who just be around, just hang around
see.
and get swept up in the mix.
Let me show you, for example, a good New York type of case. I mean, a New York. It's a New York case, but it got like Texas shit to it. As far as how you get locked up, and that's the Tekashi 6ix9ine. See, we gonna charge the whole gang for murder. We not finna just charge Young Thug. We finna charge the whole gang for murder. So all the gang members enough. See, Texas so slick. We like so they'll be like, so what you consider a gang? 10 people. Okay, we gonna round up 10 to 12 people that all these niggas going to jail for that. We don't give a
Mhm.
fuck who did it. We charging the gang for murder because the gang is known for murdering. We don't know who, but like these 10 or 20 niggas we got, somebody's a murderer. Know what I'm saying? And somebody gonna talk. See, they know how to round up a bunch of niggas, and then see, you'll never know who snitch in Texas. You'll just think a nigga snitch. We don't never know who the snitch is. Don't know. I'm gonna tell you something. I know for sure in Houston, a nigga just making allegations of a nigga being a snitch from some he say, she say. Ain't too many niggas that could just say he a snitch unless he seen his paperwork type shit and know who was on his case and seen who talking. You know what I'm saying? Like by going to trial. Because that's the only reason a lot of these niggas go to trial, just to see who talking. Because anybody that talk, like, I don't
But
know
I'm gonna
what
tell
that
you
shit
something,
was.
though. I'm gonna tell you something.
Go ahead.
This is what the street said about DT Dottie. I didn't learn that he was a rat because of I know him, cross shoulders with him, all type of shit, spoken to him in inboxes before, but I don't know him. I walked into a conversation of a whole bunch of gentlemen, street gentlemen, having a whole conversation about what this guy did long time ago. The video that I showed y'all, that's what they was talking about. Like over 2 or 3 years ago, fool. So I'm like, sometimes you gotta listen to what niggas be saying. They ain't hating, fool. Just listen to what they be saying. I just walked into the conversation, asked who they was talking about, and my homeboy made me know who they was talking about, and I'm like, damn. So
But
I
let me,
been
I'm gonna,
knew.
but see, and I mean, TT Nolly is just okay. So you got niggas that's in the street, and it don't take their call from 'em. You got some gangster snitches. They might be in the streets doing their thing.
Appreciate you, man.
You gonna be
Rolo.
like, well, how a nigga gangster and a snitch? Okay, he in the streets, but he just don't want to go to jail, so he'll tell on one of these niggas. If he'll kill one of these niggas, he might tell on one of these niggas and get them out the way. It's just, you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes these niggas be snitching on they ops, so they really not snitching. Them the niggas they don't like anyway. You see what I'm saying? These the niggas I don't like anyway, so I tell on them niggas and what they doing over there. Know what I'm saying? But as far as inside the circle, yeah, that nigga just don't want to go to jail. That nigga just don't want to go to jail. I mean, we can call it snitching. We can take everything from him, but we can't take his freedom. Because if y'all kill him, we know y'all did it. So you can't kill him. We know y'all did it. If that nigga walk out of jail and fell on top of a gun and it killed him, they'll swear to God y'all planted that gun there so he can trip over this shit and kill himself. They gonna go to y'all first. You cannot. That's why they say snitches get stitches. No, they don't. Snitches is getting money. That nigga 6ix9ine came out of jail to a $10 million contract. Yeah, Gunna came out of jail and dropped the #1 hit. And still turning up on the music, man. Yeah, y'all gotta get that street. This shit ain't street, nigga. Go tell on Jay Prince, and I bet you won't be found. I bet you won't be found. Go tell. Go tell on Jay-Z. What that nigga Kanye say? I know, don't send your hitters for me, nigga. Yeah, nigga, we'll stank your fuck ass, nigga. You will not be found.
I
Shit,
gotta
man,
get
come
up
on,
out of
man.
here, monkey man. I gotta get up out of here. My girl looking at me
No,
crazy.
all right, man. I think I'm gonna go live for a little bit.
Go ahead and go live, man. Y'all go subscribe to Monkey Man. Go over there, man, and fuck with Monkey Man. He gonna give
Yeah,
y'all
I'm
some
gonna
news
continue
after
this
you.
conversation on my shit.
Over
I'm
there,
gonna
oh
continue
his
this
shit.
conversation.
Man, salute to
Yeah,
you, man. Appreciate you coming through, man.
man, there's always love, bro.
I'm gone, man. I played that gold after this jam, y'all. I'm gone, man. Man, y'all been one hell of an audience. Make sure y'all hitting the like button, man, for me, man. Like, for real. I appreciate the likes today. Y'all been hitting it. I know what y'all be wanting. Y'all be wanting nigga to stay in a long time like this. Uh Hell no. Uh-uh. Nuh-uh. Hell no. It's the holiday though. I decided to do something extra for y'all, man. But I'm gone, man. It's thunder and lightning. For real. I don't know what it is. Salute to all y'all, man.
Status Bell Harbor, I bought Lennox Mall for my brother. Sold yard bag, told the cutter, I got it out the field, fuck Russell. Going ass Lori about the paddock, then going ass Jordan, ass dead. For leak water, trying to drown a bitch, just a habit tricking on a bitch. Shit, I'm thinking I'm crippin' a pimp. Shit, I'm cooking up dope like a dump. Shit, like her first gon' sit nigga trim. Shit, I'm floating, I'm out in the blimp. Shit, it look like I'm swimming in glass. Shit, I turn on my bitch cause she bad. Shit, I'm making my ex nigga mad. Shit, they go for that number for man. Real nigga learn them, wearing a bag. Piping a bitch and they nail like I can. Turn up the shooters with switches go bad. Stay with some scammers, but dogs with pain. Trapping no rapping, my dog, he fall off. No capping, no bound.